with me from the Howard Stern show.
She shouldn't do that.
What?
Listen to me. Don't let your friends do that.
I didn't
They
know
thought it was the Howard Stern show.
I knew when we walked in that's how it was.
Yeah, but do me a favor because you're doing good. I don't want you to fuck this up.
No, I'm not.
Tell your little friends.
Why do you have so many friends?
He's busy. This guy doesn't go to bed till 3 in the morning.
Friends.
He is L.A.
That was the one
it's going to get you into trouble.
Saturday night was the only night I went out because that was it. We were done and everything was finished and we went out.
But then you go on Twitter. You're bashing Beecher's Madhouse.
Because they treated us like garbage.
But Ronnie, because the person, you didn't make the call. They called up and said they're coming in from the Howard Stern show.
I didn't even know about the call.
The owner flew back because he heard I was coming in.
You caused them a lot of trouble.
I didn't cause anything.
You got to tell your friends not to say the name Howard Stern and your friends should not be the same.
Understood, but I didn't know anything.
So what are you trashing the guy for? What did he do wrong?
Because they treated us like shit.
Yeah, because they were pissed.
All they had to do was say, hey, listen,
They made the reservation under false pretense.
I didn't know
that. Ain't cool.
I didn't know that.
And I know it because Dan wrote me beforehand. Yeah.
I read the note. Does Ronnie realize that the doorman that he yelled at was actually Beecher?
Yeah, that was Beecher. And he was pissed. He flew all the way back from, I don't know where he was. He was on business somewhere. From Vegas. Because he heard I was coming in.
Well, boo-hoo for him.
Because he was.
Because he's pissed.
He'd have to be so nasty, though.
Yes, he does.
He was
lied
back
to.
from Vegas.
Hold on a second.
He was lied to. He was lied to.
Well, then how come we were up in the restaurant 15 minutes later?
Yeah.
He sent some, PR girl up to us.
Because he was nervous.
Apologizing and then wanted us to come to the show. And we said, no, we don't want to go now.
Yeah, because he was nervous. He hears Howard Stern and he thinks he's going to get, they even wrote a note and said, listen, I've always treated the people from the Howard Stern show to all kinds of things. He goes, I was told Howard Stern was coming in. I ran back from Vegas.
Nobody.
Yeah, but your friends shouldn't say anyone. Just tell your friends to make their own reservation and not to mention Howard Stern.
Well, that's what I was under the assumption.
Well, don't be under an assumption because your friends are using my name.
Why aren't you yelling at your friend?
Yeah, you yelled at Beecher. You should have said to this girl, hey, fuck nuts, don't mention Howard Stern to get into places.
I didn't know she did that.
Well, don't.
He's still not angry at her.
Oh, no.
Because she's a hot chick.
Right.
What do you mean angry?
I want you to tweet today something nice about Beecher.
Wow.
And something bad about her.
And something bad about her.
David said shit about him, too. So
well, that's his business. So let him tweet that. Listen, you're out there. When you're rolling with me.
All right.
But
I didn't know
you did so good the whole trip. You told that guy no pictures. You know what I mean? You were professional. Was proud of you.
And then you had to go out.
Then you go out.
One night.
When we travel now, no going out.
All right.
Stay in. That way you don't fuck up.
No problem. I got no problem with that.
Right.
Oh, let him go out in San Francisco.
He's a lunatic. He does so good, and then he fucks up.
He has to.
I didn't do it.
You do so well, and you screw it up.
I didn't do it.
Ronnie, please take responsibility.
All right, I did it.
You had a friend who did something wrong.
Okay, but I didn't know the friend did something wrong.
And then Ronnie was there, made a scene. According to the email, he yelled at Beecher, "Go get Jeff Beecher, you loser."
Oh.
Yeah. He's a big shot.
No, I did not.
You can't be a big shot with my name associated. Just remember that. It's going to blow everything.
All right.
Not going to be able to take it with me.
All right.
You understand.
All right.
You want to be like the Bodyguard from that Whitney Houston movie, or you want to be?
All right.
All right. Melrose, you're on the air.
Oh, Howard, thank you for the amazing time. I had the most fun of my life.
Was Melrose there with signs?
Yeah, he fit right in. This was the one place Melrose looked normal.
No signs. He had no signs.
I saw a sign. I saw him with the sign outside.
But not inside.
They probably took
it up, Ronnie. I didn't want you to yell at me, Ronnie.
They probably took it away from
yell
him.
at you.
Why do they take away signs? That's kind of fun that you have signs.
Well,
there were people with signs. Up in the balcony, I saw people with signs.
Yeah.
Now you tell me. Did you hear me saying hello to you, Ronnie?
Yeah, I heard you, dude. But I can't come over and walk over and say hello to you.
He was like a sentry. He wouldn't even speak, huh?
No, he did well. That's what I'm saying. Then he goes out with his little friends from the Playboy Channel and he fucks everything up. And he's yelling at Beecher and he's tweeting. Beecher's a fucking.
Well, why didn't Beecher just say something to me like, "Hey, you're not here with
Because he
Howard."
was pissed off. He was told.
But I didn't do anything.
He was scammed
until he started acting like an ass.
He was scammed.
Funny.
Yeah. Well, good thing they have a sense of humor.
Right. Because Ronnie's defanged, it's funny.
Right.
Well, my dad listens to the show, so he knows how Ronnie is. So.
He knows all the characters.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so
He knows this is an insane asylum.
Yeah.
I'm gonna insist that Ronnie call you Kate. From now
Okay,
on.
sounds good.
Call me crazy. Right.
You have a nickname, too.
Yeah, what do you want to be on the air? Is that your goal? Do you want to be a salesperson? What do you want to do in radio? Or you don't even want to be in radio, maybe?
I actually have a strong interest in radio now. I started working at the radio station at my school, and now I'm here, so I'm really liking it. So I don't have a dream goal yet, but I'm getting there. I'm liking radio a lot.
Well, I can tell you in radio, most stations don't have a guy walking around the hall calling you Smiles.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. It's much worse.
Oh.
Yeah, right. But anyway, good to meet you, Kate.
It's very nice meeting you too, Howard.
And we'll retire the name Smiles.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you. That's Kate, everyone, our intern.
Go back to your cloud, you angel, you.
You know, it's funny.
This Ronnie you can't talk to.
No. Most guys, most of the stations I walked around, my nickname was You Suck.
Dick.
You suck dick, asshole.
Good
homo.
morning, Dick.
How is it Ronnie's never come up with a nickname for any of the guys? How did that work out? Explain it to me. I don't understand.
He's too funny.
He's a pisser, that guy.
Good. How about you?
Good. Anything I should know about? What's going on this morning?
He's an angry cameraman. You should know about that.
Yeah, you should know about it.
It's Cupcake Wednesday.
Right.
Very exciting.
No news.
We got a bunch of strippers coming in.
Yeah. Gary Stent out.
Not yet. I think today.
Oh, today?
Yeah, I think today.
Artie broke up yet?
No, still here and
Steady as
still
they
with
go?
the chick.
Okay.
Carry on.
So what's new with you, Sam?
Not much. Happy to be here.
All right. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Have fun today.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, by the way, Sam Simon stopped by. He got a TV show. Sam, you know, is a friend of our show. He's a guy who developed. He was one of the original guys who developed the Simpsons cartoon. He also went on to direct episodes and write episodes of.
He's written tons of great sitcoms. Taxi.
Yeah. What give you a resume besides The Simpsons? You also did, what was this, the Drew Carey show?
If you bring a hot chick in here, Sam will give his resume.
Go ahead.
Taxi, Cheers,
Yeah.
Tracy Ullman Show.
What'd you do on Taxi?
I was running Taxi when I was 23 years old.
What do you mean? Describe for the
I was the
audience.
showrunner. I was the producer.
People not in show business don't understand what a showrunner does.
They pick the stories, they run the rewrites, they edit the shows.
That's what you did on
show.
Taxi.
Yes, when I was a child.
I'm trying to make you relevant to the audience. In
It's
other
going to
words.
be tough.
Yeah.
Now that's irony.
I got my work cut out for me.
These shows are...
So you were the showrunner on Taxi when you were 23.
Yes.
How do you get a job like that? How do they discover you for that?
I wrote a script on my own, and it's called writing a spec script.
Right.
And I mailed it into the show.
Right.
And they bought it, and they made it into an
What were you doing
episode.
when you wrote a spec script?
I was doing storyboards for an animation studio.
I see. So you were in animation. That was your back. You see, this is how it all leads to The Simpsons. This is interesting.
Right.
You were animating.
I was doing animation, or I was doing storyboards and character design for Filmation Studios. It's the worst animation studio ever. They did crappy Saturday morning shows.
What were some of the shows that they were responsible for?
I'm going to tell you, and you're going to go, those are good shows, but the ones we did weren't good shows. We did Heckle and Jekyll, but it wasn't Heckle and Jekyll. It was the new, they would buy the rights
I remember the
to
new
these
Heckle and Jekyll.
defunct cartoons, and then they'd make really crappy versions of it.
And what other crappy ones did you put out? The new Heckle and Jekyll?
Mighty Mouse.
The new Mighty Mouse.
So it wasn't Mighty Mouse, it was the new Mighty Mouse.
Right.
Did you feel horrible putting out crappy cartoons?
Oh my God, it was. I would wake up and watch them because you'd never get to see them.
Right.
And I did learn a lot because
you never get to see them because they're drawn in Korea somewhere, right? And then by the time they get back, you don't even get to view them.
And they also. They didn't direct the voices. That's one thing that I learned is on The Simpsons, I made everybody do it like a play.
Right.
And they all sat around microphones, and we did. They did it at the same time, and they reacted off each other. But at Filmation, they wanted one person to do every voice in the show to save money.
So the actors...
And they had the guy that ran it, Lou Scheimer. He had his kids doing the voices.
So
Boy,
you're
they
kidding.
really knew how to cut
Oh
costs.
my God!
So the actors.
And wait, you had to do. They had stock footage. They had books of stock footage.
Right.
And it would be Mighty Mouse flying around the moon, and it would be Mighty Mouse landing. And when you wrote the show, you had to do it so that 33% of the show was stuff they had already shot.
Whatever they had in stock.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So you were working there. You're a young guy,
right.
and so you were actually an artist. You would draw some of these things.
Yeah.
And then you go and you send a spec script. In other words, you said, hey, you know what? I watch Taxi. I could write an episode of this. You mail it to them, right? Blindly. And they read it, which
Right.
is very rare.
Very rare.
How did you get them to read it?
They had a policy that continued while I was there of reading all submissions.
They did.
Wow. And for some, Jim Brooks insisted on it. And that actually meant that while I was working on Taxi for 3 years, had to read these scripts all the time.
What are the odds of you getting your script on Taxi? How many scripts do you think they get a day, people writing spec scripts?
I've never heard of anybody that sold their spec script that was made into an episode of TV.
When I was in college, a lot of the students there would write spec scripts for their favorite television show. I remember this. And they, of course,
Would they send them off?
They would send them off, but they would all get rejected. I mean, no one even read these things. This is why I'm amazed by this.
Remember, Grillo wrote a spec script
For The Simpsons. That's right. He was this close to having it read.
Well, you can...
when you were
you
reading,
can tell very quickly. You just have to read one page.
When you were reading the spec scripts,
yes.
How many did you read a week? How many came in?
We would let them pile up, and we'd read 40 or 50 of them. But really, you only had to read one page.
Right. So my point is that here, against all odds, your spec script got accepted, and then once it got accepted, they hired you as a writer. And you would go home and write these scripts, and then they made you the showrunner.
Yeah.
Wow. 23 years old.
Wow, kid.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good career trajectory.
I was very fortunate.
Yeah.
Plus, I learned the people that from that show, Jim Brooks and Ed Weinberger and Glenn and Les Charles. These are the best people that ever did it. So I got to learn.
At 23, were you making big money doing that? You must have been, right?
I thought I was. I was thrilled with it, but obviously, you're happy all the time, and you keep making more.
It ain't your money now.
Did you go to college?
Yeah, I went to college.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wait, listen.
I went to Stanford.
I don't know. Sam, it's an audience listening to this. You're looking at me like I should know these things. People don't know.
I went to Stanford University.
You went to Stanford. All right.
Yeah.
So you're a bright guy, in other words.
Yeah.
You must have had a high SAT, right?
I actually, I guess I...
Were you getting laid in college, or you didn't start getting laid till you got out of college?
No, I got laid in college.
You did get laid?
Yeah.
All right, I never know with you.
You played football, Howard.
Did you?
Yeah, in college.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you did.
What
I didn't
position
play
were you?
football in college.
Football, high school.
I actually, I was. They were interested in me playing football there.
Yeah.
So, I think that may have helped get me into the school.
And Stanford is.
But I quit the first day of practice.
You did. You didn't want to do that.
I didn't think I was good enough.
So now you become this writer on
Right.
Taxi. Then how do you end up with The Simpsons?
I was the executive producer of a show called The Tracy Ullman Show.
Right.
And The Simpsons were Matt Groening created.
Is that where you went from Taxi? You went right to The Tracy Ullman Show?
No, I went to Cheers.
What'd you do on Cheers?
Same thing.
Showrunner.
Writer, showrunner.
Right.
Then I was also on the first Gary Shandling show.
The first one, not the Larry Sanders
not the one
show.
you were
Gary-
on.
Yeah, Gary
The other
Sanders
one.
show, yeah.
And
once you get in and they see how good you are, then the party keeps rolling. And each time you get a new job, it gets a little more money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get to the point where you get a piece of the show.
Right. Now, you
when
didn't
you
get a
help
piece
create
of
it.
the Taxi show. You didn't get a piece of the...
No, you just get residuals.
Right, all right. So then you're working on the Tracy Ullman show, which basically tanked. But the big part of the show was they did those little cartoons, the Simpsons cartoons.
Yeah.
And you were
There
working...
these 5 to 10 seconds. They called them interstitial cartoons. They would come on before the commercial.
Right.
And the whole premise basically was Homer getting Bart to leap into his arms every week.
That was the first one, I think. I don't really...
You mean the point of them was to get a father to love his son, or
the son to trust his
they were really just kind of beats. They would go to the movies, and people did respond to them. The network got the idea of making them into their own show.
And who hired Matt Groening?
Matt Groening was hired by Jim Brooks for the Tracy Ullman Show to do those, and then the three of us developed The Simpsons into a series. And we went to, it was the network's idea. You know Barry Diller.
Right.
He's the imposing
he was the head of Fox
mogul.
Network.
He was the head of, I think, all Fox. And we had this meeting with him where he wanted to know about we were pitching him the show.
Right.
They wanted to do it, but we wanted to tell him what we were going to do.
Okay.
And so he's very intimidating.
Yeah.
And he's in a hurry all the time. And so he met me and Matt and Jim introduced us, and so he heard Sam Simon and the Simpsons.
Right.
And it was this big conference table. And he called the show the Simons the entire meeting, and everyone was too scared to correct him. That's great. So he was sitting there and going like, all right, now watch an episode of the Simons. What are the Simons doing? And it's like, so we're going like, well, they might, the kid might be going to camp and stuff like that. And then he also had in the same meeting, he also used to have a little teletype. This is more than 20 years ago.
Right.
And he had a little teletype so he could get. And he and only he could get news headlines while he was sitting there in the meeting. I mean, this was
he was a real mogul
for the day. Yeah,
right.
And then suddenly in the meeting, he goes like the air comes out of him, and he just he's kind of blank and quiet for a minute. And they go, Barry, what's wrong? And he goes, ladies and gentlemen, Halston is dead.
Oh my God!
So I'll never forget where I was when I heard that Halston was dead.
Yeah, big news. Halston.
Yeah, you wouldn't have noticed all day, probably.
Who's Halston? Yeah, right. So, but then he gave a green light, as they say, to The Simpsons. And how many episodes did he sign on for?
They ordered 13 episodes.
Right. Did you have the feeling that they all thought it would kind of tank? No one could have predicted the success.
No, I didn't.
Barry Diller certainly probably was like, okay, I'll approve this, but gee, I don't know,
Not
cartoon.
for much.
They actually saw. I think fans of the show know that we did a first episode that was a disaster, and there's lots of different explanations for why it was bad, but it was bad, and we ended up fixing it later on. But we decided not to panic because we had another episode coming in. And
why was it bad, the first episode that you did?
The director was from Saturday Morning Animation, and he took a lot of liberties with the script. I'm not sure the script was as good as some of the other ones. There were a lot of reasons. It was the first one, but because it was an animation production line, another one was going to be coming in a couple weeks.
What you're describing is that also with animation, once you write the script and you record the voices, it's all locked in. You can't go back and edit because it's all drawn in Korea. And
no, we could edit a lot. The mouth movements are very imprecise. We could redub lines. We could take footage from other episodes. We actually did, and we made them long so we could edit them.
I see.
So we could take a minute out. But anyway, we got this second show, and we loved it. It was what we thought the show should be. We were all thrilled, and that's the one we showed to Fox.
Right.
And it was the quietest. No one laughed.
No one liked
the
it.
entire time. And I remember Barry said, how many of these did we order? That was his
You're saying you're sitting there in a room. This is your baby, so to speak. You've worked on it now for months.
Yeah, years.
Years.
A year, yeah.
And then Barry Diller sits there in the meeting watching this thing. He's the head of Fox Network, and he goes, boy, this is...
well, I don't want to disparage Barry Diller.
No,
the guy,
I mean,
because
he greenlit the project.
Yeah,
he was smart enough to do that.
It was a thing that...
were the ratings big right away?
It was the highest rated show in the history of Fox when it debuted.
That's right. And probably now Fox would probably be less likely to put a cartoon on in prime time because they're a little more successful. But I remember back then, they didn't have a whole lot to hang their hat on. So you probably could get more shows approved there. Avant-garde type shows or shows that aren't necessarily network fare.
They were taking chances. I mean, that was a huge chance. I mean, it's weird to think that people were saying, can a cartoon succeed in prime time?
Right.
And then they were also saying, well, will you be able to syndicate the show?
Right.
You know, what I guess.
What kind of life does this have?
Well, I guess maybe you could put on at 3 in the afternoon or something. Of course, it runs all during the day, everywhere in the world.
And because you were one of the originators, you own a piece of it. That was probably your first time you owned something, right?
something,
something big,
worthwhile,
something worthwhile.
Yeah.
And the rest, as they say, is history. I mean, you made so much money in that thing, and it still makes money. It still generates money.
Sure.
People tell me people tell me, you tell me that
The people are Sam.
no, well, that's really not Sam. It's everyone around Sam tells me that I forget who told me, but at one point someone said to me, Sam has a piece of the merchandising, has a piece of everything. And he goes, and do you know Sam sold his merchandising? And do you know that Sam now got the rights back to his merchandise?
He bought it back.
He didn't buy it back. It reverted back to him.
Oh,
the
he only sold it for a little while.
The show has been on the air for so long. For so long.
It became available again.
It became available again.
Wow.
I actually, I got a really good deal on the DVDs.
Right.
At the time, there was no DVDs.
Right.
There wasn't even.
It didn't even exist.
Home video had just started, so I was lucky with the timing of that too, because they probably said, all right, fine, give him that. It won't be worth
Give it to him. It doesn't mean anything.
You had some sort of negotiation. They go, oh, these DVDs are worthless, so let's give it to Sam Simon.
Less money up front, give it to him.
That'll shut his ass up. It's an unbelievable story, really, when you think about it. Someone told me, too, that when you were 23, you wrote an episode of Barney Miller. Now, was that before Taxi or after?
I was a fan of Barney Miller, and there was a writer's strike. And Danny Arnold's company settled like a couple days before, and I just wanted to write an episode because I loved the show. So I went in there, and in a day or two, I wrote an episode.
So the whole point is Sam stopping by today. I want to give him a plug. He's got a show that he just got for Playboy TV.
Well, this show, I don't understand.
This is a show.
This one you don't understand?
No, I don't. I understand all of your other career.
Hey, but one more question before we get to the show.
Go ahead.
So when do you get your first celebrity piece of ass? When you get out to Hollywood, you finally get famous, you become a wealthy guy, you're a big man in the industry. How old are you when you finally nail a celebrity?
Well, I've had girlfriends.
Yes. Don't be humble.
So, no. I'm just saying, my Jennifer Tilly, but she probably wasn't a celebrity when I met her.
Well, you married her.
Yeah.
Jennifer Tilly. That was the first one? That was famous?
Yeah.
Famous woman?
Yeah.
Good for you.
I think so.
Braggart.
And what was the advice?
How dare you?
What?
And what was the advice Jennifer gave you when you got offered The Simpsons?
She said, don't do it. It's a horrible idea.
And then when you got divorced...
We got divorced after 13 episodes.
And she
we split after 13 episodes, and she gets a piece of everything.
What a great country.
I love that. And her advice was not to do it.
I know.
I wouldn't take it if I were her.
Well, once she called me, and she was crying. And she's going like, I told you not to do the show, and it's turned out to be this amazing thing, and you're such a genius, and the money changed my life. And I thought she was going to say, I've had enough money. I don't need any more. It's just, let's stop. And I'm going, go on, get to the point. And she goes, I just want to say, I go, what? She goes, thank you.
Thank you. So did she get half of your money from The Simpsons? No, she doesn't get half.
But
how much money do you think Jennifer gets? How much do you think she's realized over the years in terms of an accumulated wealth? How much money did you think she collected as a result of just being married to you for the first 13 episodes?
I would
give me a
guess
guesstimate.
that ultimately she will. It might be how many? It might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 figures, maybe.
Well, what do you mean? How many 9 figures?
No. He's saying, 9 figures get you what?
I think by the time it's all said and done,
how much?
I don't know. Isn't that $100 million?
$100 million.
Maybe.
Well, I
don't know.
9 numbers could be more than $100 million.
That's what I got, but I'd say I didn't want to say an exact number, but I'm saying I don't think it's ever going to stop.
Right. How long were you married to her for? Like, was it a year or 2 years?
No, like 7 years.
7 years?
Yeah.
And you think she'll realize about $100 million off of that?
I hope so.
Just a little piece of it.
That would thrill me to death.
Unbelievable.
Because it means he gets so much more.
Right. But isn't that that's got to bother you somewhere?
It doesn't bother me at all.
I don't believe it.
Me neither.
I got to tell you, it doesn't. It's the law. There's nothing I can do about it.
He's resigned himself.
I left the show after 88 episodes.
Right.
How do you think Fox feels about me?
Yeah, but you created it, Sam. You created it, though.
A lot of people create shows and never get a dime.
Yeah, her contribution was to say, don't do it.
Well, that is an amazing story. That really is $100 million, probably, when it's all said and done.
I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know exactly
Maybe
where it'll
that's
fall out.
Look, we've been more supportive. Give us some money.
Yeah. Let's.
I hit a $40,000 jackpot in Vegas 3 nights ago.
How much?
Oh, he just
$40,000.
You hit a you played the slot machines?
Yeah.
So what happened? You go there. How much money did you invest in the slot machine?
In this one, probably about $50.
$50. You sit there. You stand there playing with the old ladies
I just know
with the
the reason
buckets.
because you're talking about this money, and I tell people I hit a $40,000 jackpot. The reaction is always, "Oh, good for you."
Yeah. Money goes to money.
They do
Is the smartest?
say that.
Is the smartest
how
person?
nice! I was worried.
Is the smartest person in show business Jennifer Tilly?
Yes.
Oh, man.
She is, right? Wouldn't she say? Because she has done the best out of any actress that I know of.
I always thought it was Stuttering John, but now it's Jennifer Tilly.
Right. Hey, by the way, I understand, too, Sam took his money and actually devoted a lot of his money to helping animals.
Yeah, it's
and has
amazing.
this wonderful operation in Malibu where they bring these dogs and then they retrain them to become hearing dogs for people who are deaf, people who are blind, this kind of thing.
We also started a new program where we're training dogs to be certified assistance dogs for vets with post-traumatic stress disorder.
So it helps people, too.
Right.
Yeah, it helps everything.
By the way, I understand because you wrote me a note. You were very upset when you heard that Scott DePace hit his dog, right? Our director, our TV director. You were unbelievably upset with him, weren't you?
But it's just, listen, this guy has so many crazy beliefs.
Right.
You mean his dog?
How did you feel when you learned that Scott was beating his dog?
There's the guy. There's the
There's
dog
Scott.
beater.
Beating is not what I was doing.
Describe to Sam what you did so Sam can correct you.
If that's a dog's ass right there,
Go ahead.
Sorry
His
for
ass?
the people on radio. Yeah,
Right.
her ass. I would go. No.
Oh my God!
That's horrible.
You don't have to do that.
not.
The microphones get that. And why did you do that?
I did it because that's how I've
Did that
trained
work?
all of my dogs, and it's always worked.
Well, see, the dogs are amazing because they're the ones that figure it out. You don't need to do. You go no.
You go like this.
Bark at them. You go no.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I've even learned that saying no isn't even necessary. You just give them a lot of praise. You don't even have to go no.
Yeah, positive reinforcement.
Works incredibly well with animals.
What's the downside to smacking them on the ass? I think I've done it maybe 20 times.
20 times?
Yeah.
Wow.
To this particular dog.
Yeah, to this dog.
But
And
you've been
do
doing
twice.
it for years.
I know you were very angry with him, Sam.
I said, even Hitler, they said, was nice to his dogs.
His dog
Another
wasn't
fascist, but I guess.
Listen, man,
you
I
can't say
love
the
my
same for
dogs.
Scott.
You know what? I didn't hear exactly what you said. I heard it was pretty bad, and I can raise my dog however I want.
Sure, no one's
I'm not
stopping
doing anything bad to her as far as I'm concerned.
You don't need to hit your dog.
Because
First of all, that's
because
not
you
true
have
that you
money.
can do whatever
Hold
you
on.
want. No, you cannot do whatever you want to your dog.
Well,
No, you can't.
whatever's
He's right.
legal.
Sam is right.
Yeah,
Yes,
whatever.
I am right.
So stop
Okay.
fucking it.
But you know what I meant by that. And just because you
I
can
think
throw money at the situation and have trainers and stuff, I'm not willing to do that when I can get the same result out of smacking her on the ass.
You mean you won't take the time to teach your dog the right thing, and you have to beat
I'll
the
teach
animal?
the dog the right thing my
It takes
way.
no more time. It takes no more effort. There's something in you that wants to beat an animal.
No, it's not. See, that's what that's what
I
this is
think
all
so.
about.
Yeah.
There's a lack
listen,
of
I
There's a lot
love
of
It's
anger.
the
that.
same thing. It's
Lot of
why
anger.
you like it's
Howard goes
it's
fishing.
a Republican thing.
Howard goes
No, I don't.
fishing.
Not anymore.
No, stop.
I stopped.
Then you're crazy.
No, I
Howard's
stopped.
Howard's an animal rights activist.
Was bothering me.
Don't say that, because there's a crazy guy who'll call in now and start screaming
Yeah,
but you
that
eat
he's not
sushi.
really.
Hey, by the way, your dog Cookie is on the phone, Scott. He wants to say something right now. Cookie, hi. Yeah. What are you saying?
Cookie.
You hate your owner? You don't like when Scott beats you, do you? Bark once if you hate Scott. All right. Bark twice if
you hate Howard.
If you love Sam Simon and you think he's saying the right thing. Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, there you go. There's Cookie.
Great.
Cookie
Yeah, we
the
were gonna-
pace.
The real
Cookie
to rescue
DePace.
Cookie.
You should
You
see
can't
whenever,
have her.
Whenever I say to Cookie, I mention Scott's name. He starts to growl. Watch. Scott. Scott. Say what I'm saying.
You realize that you're the minority in this. As far as this room, no. But
And you hate minorities.
the whole country, you'd be left probably 10%. Everyone.
How does that
everyone
make it
that I've-
right or wrong?
Cookie, bark
I don't-
once. Cookie, bark
Because
once.
you're a fanatic.
Cookie, bark
a
once
fanatic.
if you are jealous of Jennifer Tilly. All right, that's what I thought.
Cookie with the timing of Bud Abbott.
Thank you, Cookie. All right.
Hey, that's good. Look at Artie.
Thanks.
No, Artie's pulling himself together.
You look good. I'm pulling it together.
All right, thank you, Scott. Go ahead. You know what? You're a funny guy, Sam. Scott finally is here. You finally had your chance to confront him, and I think you let him off very easy.
I think he was afraid
did?
of being hit, too.
Yeah.
Well, listen, no, Sam, you don't want
When I saw him hit that couch with such force.
Ralph, hi. What do you have to say?
Quickly, Sam, tell the story of how you actually ended up with such a great deal on The Simpsons with the negotiations.
No. I'm not going to talk about that.
What is this, Ralph?
Stop.
It's Sam's story to tell. It's very interesting the way it just, how they had to do whatever he wanted, basically, at some point.
Sam shaking his head, not wanting to go down the road. Ralph,
we're not going to talk about it.
I think it's a legal issue.
Let's go to Josh. Josh,
Why
you're
is
on the
Ralph
air.
up?
I don't know. Why, Josh, you're on the air.
Oh, he wants to talk
up,
about
man?
his show, his poker show.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, so let me do that. Yeah, quickly,
please
Josh.
explain
No, I'll
what-
take a question.
what Sam
I'll take
is
a
up
question.
to
Go ahead,
now.
Josh, real quick.
Hey, is this guy like Ralph's dad or something that got the same type of lisp? I've noticed.
Lisp? List. No,
Yeah,
you
like
fuck
a-
the same chicks.
Yeah, but anyway, my question is, Sam, I want to know, what is the secret to taking something out of thin air to creating something? How do you come up with something out of nothing?
Sam, how do you create a hit television show quickly in 30 seconds so that this guy
Sum
can
it
go
up
do
for
it?
him.
He probably wants to do this kind of work and needs to quickly learn how to do it.
I'll have to say that there's a lot of kismet and fortune that happen. Just sometimes things click. You're working with talented people.
No,
There's a
I'm
good
going to give you the
chorus.
real
I
answer.
don't
Josh,
know.
here's the real answer. Josh.
You read magazines and get ideas.
Right, Josh, you got to be. Are you a reader? Are you a guy who takes reading and ideas seriously, and forming ideas and trying to write stories?
Yeah, I read.
No,
Yeah,
no,
definitely.
all right.
Read.
All right. Anyway, let's
Sam, how do you think?
describe to people how you think and how your thought process is.
Yeah, how do you come up with, what do they call them, ideas?
See Sam Simon on Sam's Game premiering tomorrow night at 9 o'clock on
Did you
Playboy
see it?
TV.
Did you
now,
see any of it?
yes. Now, let me understand
What'd you
something.
think?
Well, listen, I love cards.
Yes.
And I saw 5 minutes of it, to be honest with you. I haven't had a chance to really watch the thing.
Did you
But
watch the
it's a
clip?
card game. Yeah, I saw clips.
Okay.
I saw a card game between yourself and a bunch of people like Artie and Norm Macdonald.
Playboy called me up, and they knew that I had a game at my house that a lot of comedians and comedy writers play in, and people have said it's a lot of fun. People have even said it should be a TV show.
Right.
And this kid Jason Burns called me. I met with Todd Schwartz at Playboy, and they said they wanted to film it and make it into a TV show.
Right. So it was very, very exciting to have this card game.
Yeah, I thought it'd be fun.
Yeah.
It was a blast. I got to go to Vegas on Sam's dime and lose $8,000 to him.
Right. So the show is a card game. And why did you roll your eyes when Artie said he lost?
Because I don't know why he thinks he lost it to me.
I'm kidding, Sam. I'm busting your chops.
Well, most celebrity.
Who'd you lose it to?
I wrote a check
You
to
lost
Sam
it?
Simon.
Yeah, because I was fronting you the money for the game.
That's right.
So you lost it to Dave Attell.
I lost it. No, Dave Attell lost 15 G's too. I don't know. I mean, and Attell's coming in here later, and he'll explain that. He thought it was for charity.
It's kind of a fun show because it's a card game going on, and even your ex-wife pops in, Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah, well, she plays in my home game all the time.
And she's great.
And she's a great poker player. She's won a World Series of Poker bracelet. And her boyfriend, Phil Locke, the Unabomber, plays too.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know she was going out with a guy who's a actual card player.
He's actually the Unabomber.
Oh, the real Unabomber.
That's his nickname.
Ted Kaczynski.
Well, Sam, I'm excited because I want you to have a success on the Playboy channel with the card game. The card game goes on, Robin. I happen to I could watch people play cards all day.
I love to watch
It's
card
fascinating.
games.
And the thing about this show is, usually you're watching really good players.
Yes.
And this show, you get to see, what your average neighborhood players, even though they've got some money.
It was very interesting because the part I saw, Artie was playing. And
yeah, that's some non-standard. That's what people call non-standard play.
There was 5 times where Artie had the winning hand going, and he folded.
He didn't even know.
He didn't.
He had no idea.
He totally played it wrong because you see what the other guys have in their hand. And Artie would have a low pair of threes or something, and it would even say statistically on the screen, which is interesting too.
Yeah.
It would say Artie has a 75% chance of winning.
And he'd throw in his card.
And he'd throw in his card. So I'm going, Artie,
Are you
Artie,
sure that was Artie? I don't remember.
Yeah, no, it was Artie a couple of times.
I wouldn't fold a pair of threes.
And then a couple of times you had a very big hand, and Artie didn't know how to bet. The dealer had to correct him, and he could have raised or gone all in.
Artie was hilarious on the show, and he just did
That's why I felt bad for Artie.
You felt bad for him?
Yeah, because he was working so hard at being funny and at making the show, entertaining.
Right.
That he barely was paying attention to his cards. He could have won a lot of money in that game.
Well, I did win.
It upset me.
I got what you call rivered a couple of times. One time by Norm.
Yes.
He
pulled a flush.
He pulled a flush.
And you had two pairs.
But how about when Artie had Artie goes, I have a straight, but he had a flush. He didn't even know it because he's so busy.
There were some things. I think he was doing a character for comedic effect of a guy that had never played poker before.
I bet $100.
All right, so now you have another chance to push all your chips in.
500 more.
Another 500, I'll make it.
Okay, so he's raising you 500.
500 more.
Come on there, pal.
I'm all in.
I'm sorry?
Now Norm is all in.
He's all in now.
Woo! Now this is some action.
Now there's some action.
How much is Norm's all in?
I got you covered.
Well, he does have a $1,000 chip, I think.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's still...
We'll just count it up afterwards.
He still have you covered, I think, so it would be all your chips. You want to call?
It looks like
so left out on this
I love doing this.
Yeah.
This is the hand of the show.
I just have an 8 high flush.
Oh, that's a little of it. That's a flush, and that's two pair.
Flush gonna take it.
No, I had a flush.
No, you have ace 8.
Oh fuck! That's not even near a flush. I kept saying, look, I hate Texas Hold'em.
Yeah.
I don't like.
It's called a meta game. He wants people to watch this, and then he's going to get all their money next time because
at one point he had a high flush and he didn't know it.
That was unusual.
Look, I play in a real game.
I know.
So
you do know.
What is this game, though?
I play in a game with a couple of guys I used to work.
And what do you play in that game?
We play 7-card stud. We play 5-card draw.
5-card draw?
I don't like Hold'em.
Why don't you like 5-card draw?
Well,
why did you laugh
really
at Artie
play
for
it anymore.
Yeah,
why not?
You see, Sam isn't the hipness.
Is this game in black and white?
Is 5-card
Maverick in the game?
Is 5-card draw a problem because, in other words, there's not that much skill to it?
It's like from the Old West. No, I think there's a lot of skill to it. I just don't. It's not really what. If you say poker nowadays, people think mostly Texas Hold'em.
Because Ben Affleck played it on Bravo. I'm very rebellious, and that's my problem. I don't like that it's popular.
I'm actually with Artie. I like the regular games.
You like the draw game.
Well, the stud is fine.
I love 7-card stud. I love 5-card stud. That's what we play in this game. Hold'em to me is like
5-card stud.
Yeah, well, you could play 5-card stud.
5-card stud, you practically see the guy's hand.
Yeah, but on the other hand, the 5-card draw, the beauty of the game is figuring out this incomplete information, and when you're just somebody has 5 cards and they draw a couple. And
we also play a game called No Peek, which is a lot like
No Peek.
We play a game called No Peek, which is a lot like Hold'em.
That doesn't help your argument about this being a real.
I'm not going to win a verbal argument with you, Sam. You created the Norm Show, but so
let's play some No Peek.
Here's what No Peek is. Everybody gets everything. I know, but let me explain to the audience. Like everyone knew. You and John Elway went to Stanford. Everyone knows that. So listen. I'll explain No Peek for the people who don't know what it is, and I'll show you how it's like Hold'em.
You lick the card and you put it on your forehead facing out.
No, that's Injun.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's Injun. That's a good game, too, but that's silly. All right. What No Peek is, everybody gets 7 cards dealt to them.
Face down?
Face down. All right? First guy, you ante up, whatever the ante is. First guy turns over a card. He's got a king. He bets based on the king.
Right.
Next guy turns over all his cards till he beats a king. So if he has a 10, a 2, then he gets another 10. Now he's got a pair of 10s. All right? Yeah. The pot gets enormous. And the juice you get as a degenerate is unbelievable. So now that guy's got 2 10s.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of skill. You don't have to.
Fuck skill. It's gambling, man.
Yeah, no, Artie, but that's not an art.
No, I don't give a fuck about an art.
But you can't.
What's the biggest pot you've ever lost in No Peeky?
No Peeky.
$42,000.
But you can't bluff a guy out with no peek.
I don't, but I understand bluffing out. Listen,
Yeah, that's the fun
on
of poker.
Sam's show, and Sam's wrong. I wasn't trying to pretend like I always forget how to play
Right.
because I don't like it. And I'll tell you what.
You were really funny, and thank you for doing it.
Listen, and
why don't you deal just one card to everybody?
I was being
it's the same thing.
No, it's not because the pot won't
Right.
get as big.
Why don't you just?
Well, guys, you're not getting me.
Why don't
The
you just-
pot won't get as big. You
Why
keep
don't you
betting on
all
every
put
fucking
a
card.
lot of money in
Well, why
at the
not bet on
beginning
whether
and
or
just
not-
deal one card
Why
to
not bet on
everybody?
when that light bulb will blow
I'll
up?
do that with you right now for 50 grand. I mean, listen. Here's the key to poker, right? Patience. Okay, but then it becomes like a job. In Hold'em, if the 2 cards you got are shit, you fold every fucking time.
No, you don't.
Listen,
You folded on good hands.
I know, Howard. I understand, and I was acting like a jerk off. I might have had a drink or
you
two.
were no because you were. I don't know. You were upset
Were you
or
drinking?
something.
I had a couple of drinks. Yeah, I was partaking in some shit at that point. And
you also ate a hamburger during the middle of the game.
Because a hot chick was bringing me a hamburger. I had 8 of them. I ordered a hamburger just to talk to the broad.
Right.
And some of the chicks were smoking.
So, by the way, when you shoot your show,
no one
the show-
cares about me.
No, I get it. I hear it. We get it. We
I know,
get it.
but you don't get it because
We get it. You like a different game.
I know, but here's the thing. Sam is a professional poker player, practically. That Unabomber guy, Jennifer, Norm McDonald's almost a professional poker. Me and Attell play poker. So it's like, I'm not going to play one-on-one with Jordan for fucking $8 grand. I wanted to have a fun time, and I did. And Sam
with
is
you.
my brother, and I thank you for the opportunity.
What
to
you
be on
are
TV.
claiming, Artie, is that on Sam's show, it should have been you give everybody $50,000 of, let's say, fake money. They all play for charity.
No, that's
and
no
whoever
fun.
That's no fun?
No.
Well, what did you want?
I'll really lose my own money,
Right.
but I don't want to go into Sam.
Well, you can't have a game unless
You would rather go to a casino?
No, I'd rather it go to the American Dog Fund. Where the fuck you
on
want?
your TV show, do you win most of the money on the show? Are you? Does it prove that you're?
We made a conscious effort not to keep track of the thing. I think I may have won. Did you see the one where we all go in blind?
No.
Oh, I lost a lot of money on one.
I was actually blind for that, though. Howard, let me explain Injun to you, because this is the funny
No, we get. I know what that is. I know what Injun is. I've seen that.
Scott DePace likes to play.
All right,
that.
listen. Sam Simon. It's called Sam's
Dave
Game.
Attell plays Jeff Ross, the great Norm McDonald, Jennifer Tilly, Phil Locke. Who else?
It's a lot of fun.
Artie Lang.
Ralph
played.
Ralph is on there?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
First
have
of
to
all, I
see
gotta-
that. Sam Simon, Sam's Game, premiering tomorrow night at 9 o'clock on Playboy TV. Sam, I wish you a lot of luck with the
Thank
TV
you.
show.
You would like this to go on. You had fun.
Right.
I had a great time.
Well, listen.
And people that played on it had a lot of fun.
Okay.
Listen.
I did, Sam.
Let me tell you something. If this is as big as The Simpsons, there's no telling how much money
I don't know.
Sam
Can
will
you
make.
syndicate
You never
this?
know.
Do you rerun it?
You could watch. I have a feeling this is another Simpson.
Sounds like this might be the same magic. It has
could
the same
be.
components.
You never know.
You know,
Sam-
by the way, Barry Diller.
JD liked it.
Barry Diller said to me just the other night, he said, you know what? There's no way Sam's show can work. So, we ordered how many episodes of this?
Sam, I told you not to do it. Can I get $100 million if it works?
In fact, Jennifer Tilly herself said this was a bad idea. And you know that's lucky. Sam Simon on Sam's Game, premiering tomorrow night at 9 o'clock on Playboy TV. Check it out. See if you have some fun hanging with Sam and his card game and friends. And it's a lot of good times and a lot of hot chicks on there, too, from the Playboy channel.
Brandy Roderick.
Brandy Roderick. Beautiful girl.
Yeah.
I sat next to her, Howard.
Beautiful
Is she
girl.
Talk about why I couldn't concentrate.
Right.
But she's also like really cool.
Yeah,
she's
whatever.
a lot of fun.
Very nice, very nice.
That's what
she
I
actually
hear.
was very nice. But
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
trying to play poker. I'm drunk. I got a playmate next to me. Yeah, 2 threes. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah. I felt bad for Artie. I feel like you bamboozled him.
There were a
because
lot of obstacles there.
he was busy trying to be funny. He was busy trying to hit on Brandy Roderick.
You see when he hugged that girl?
When he hugged that girl, I thought they were going to arrest him.
What girl did I hug? I don't even
You
remember.
hugged a
doing it.
girl. You got in her space. You
Which
shouldn't have.
girl?
There was a girl sitting there.
Not
Stacy.
Stacy.
No.
Not
Is he
Brandy.
like a masher on this?
Yeah.
Am I like a masher? No, Robin. I was on there like William F. Buckley.
But anyway, it's a fun show. It actually is.
Yeah. It was so much fun to be out there with Sam and play, and with guys like Ross and Attell and Norm and Sam. It was great.
That's right. And good luck to you.
Thank you.
Playboy Channel, Sam Simon, Sam's Game, premiering tomorrow night at 9 o'clock on Playboy TV.
You made the point that Sam has the ability to hire trainers and go about things in his own slow way and doesn't have to train a dog and keep it from peeing on his floor and stuff like that.
Listen, I could spend thousands of dollars and get a trainer and do all that stuff. I don't feel like doing that. I'd rather spend that money on the golf course. Thank you.
Do you think this is indicative of how Howard has changed over the years as he's gotten more money and he's siding more with celebrities and their way of doing things?
He's definitely getting more liberal, more the I've got enough money so now I can be, more liberal in my ways. And I think maybe Beth is swaying him, with the dog stuff. But I love my dog and I would never hurt it. But just because I smack her on the ass, she gets the message and that's it. It works.
Do you think there's a certain smugness about Sam, the way he goes about making his points? Because it seems like if he were able to present his point in a nicer way or a more constructive way, you might be willing to listen to him.
I'm not really willing to listen to anyone around here, so I don't think anything he could say in any way would sway me unless he... if someone said, hey, I'll train your dog for free, I'd say, all right, fine, you going to pick her up too? Maybe, but... listen, when you do something and it works, my whole life I've had dogs, my whole life I've done it this way, my whole life it's worked. Suddenly there's a bunch of idiots in there going to tell me a new way and that's the only way. It's not true.
And they're also trying to paint Cookie as like an abused dog when in fact she's probably a very happy and well-adjusted dog.
You know what she did this morning? I sat on the couch as I was making my coffee to get ready for work, and she comes up on my lap and just starts rolling all around and cuddling, and she's a great dog. So she loves me. This is just a bunch of liberal spin on how to raise your animal, and it's just horrible.
Sam, was it good did you enjoy confronting Scott today about the animal rights issues and stuff like that?
This is, we were having fun in there, but people shouldn't hit their dogs.
Do you think your comparison to Hitler was a little harsh?
No, I think it's completely appropriate. I think his politics are driven by the same lack of empathy and selfishness that Adolf Hitler had. No, I don't think obviously he's not Hitler, but I think it's apropos.
Do you see any bit of his point that maybe tapping a dog on the butt is a little different than abuse or than really making your dog fearful of you, and it's more so a quick disciplinary act rather than trying to instill fear in the dog?
There's all sorts of theories about dog training. It seems to be that positive reinforcement works the best.
Right.
So, dogs figure it out. They train themselves. Most of the time. Hitler, I apologize for the Hitler.
I'll say it. Scott's an animal. Scott's Hitler. I think Sam should hit Scott like Scott hits his dog. See if he could train him. See if he could get him in line.
If you were my dog, I'd use a...
Guys, can we not block up the hall?
Shut up.
Could you move out of there, please?
Scott, discipline Ronnie. Discipline Ronnie.
Could you not block up the hall? No. Why do you always have to do an interview right in the middle of the floor?
Ben Ronnie.
I don't get it.
This is a show.
This is work right here.
But you're blocking two entrances here. You can't fucking move over there.
Scott's standing right here.
Yeah. Hit him on the ass. Come on, hit him on the ass.
Fuck yeah.
Get him. How are you today?
Awesome.
Welcome.
Oh, are you kidding? I'm so happy to be here.
I know, you're like the super fan of all super fans.
I would have beaten Jerry O'Connell and probably Jeff Probst. No way on Jimmy Kimmel.
You can't touch Jimmy on that one?
No,
right
Jimmy's the man, so, Jimmy's also friends with Howard.
Right. He's got that inside edge, sort of.
Total advantage. I have to pee.
So what else
Ronnie,
is going
the limo
on?
driver, has lost weight. I'm just going to throw that out there.
He looks handsome today?
Do I have my new series in the hall with Jillian or what? Ronnie does look handsome, I'm not going to lie.
Well, you do have that new series, House Husbands of Hollywood, right?
I do.
Going to talk about that today?
I'm going to talk about whatever Howard wants.
Right.
I don't mess around with Howard. He can do whatever he wants.
You're just psyched to be here.
I'm very psyched. But with 4 hours sleep last night, we are psyched to be here.
Jillian Barberie is here. Good. I want to speak to her. I have a lot to speak to her about. I watched her new TV show. And it is her. They're saying it's her husband's TV show. It's her TV show. She's the interesting one on the show. And looking more beautiful than ever.
She is.
Yeah, all right.
Hey, Jillian.
Where's my lap dance? Plunging neckline. Yeah, that's it.
I love this song. If you didn't play this song, I was going to be so upset.
We played it just for you, baby.
Thank you.
You know, it's a funny thing. I'm going to get right into this. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Jillian is the host, the co-host of a show in Los Angeles. It's a morning show, a television morning show. What is the official name of the show?
It's called Good Day LA.
Good Day LA.
I must talk about you every single day, though.
You do, and I love it, and I thank you for that. I think it's great promotion, and you're great about it.
But you know what
and
it
you
is?
say many, many beautiful things. First of all, you look great, and
Thank
the
you.
dress is really sexy.
Wow, thank you.
And, you know, it's funny, for someone who's such a big fan of the show, why be 20 minutes late?
Oh, my God. Okay. So we got in last night at like 10 o'clock.
Right.
Right, exactly. And I ran into Joe Buck's producer who I work with on the NFL, and he said Artie was coming on Monday on Joe Buck's show. And then we talked and da-da-da, and then I get in, and it's midnight, and then I can't sleep. Now it's 1 a.m. I wake up late. And I go, oh, my God, I can't. Okay, so we get our driver, finally, and he takes us to the wrong building. So I'm like, I know Howard's not at 30 Rock. I know he's not at 30 Rock. That's where they took us. So I'm so sorry I'm late.
I should have banged you when I was single.
Oh,
Big
my
mistake. Should have definitely given it to you hard.
Thank you.
I'm single.
I'm going to talk to you about some things.
Yes, whatever you like.
Okay, so let's get right into it.
Yes.
First of all, I watched your new show.
Okay.
I talked about this earlier, but I'm going to recap and I'm going to talk to you about it.
Okay.
And I'm worried about you, and I'm not kidding.
Why?
Okay. Jillian is her husband and a bunch of other guys who, through various circumstances, their wives all work and they don't. That's the premise of the show. It's called House Husbands of Hollywood.
Yes.
They sent over a press packet for me to watch it last night. I said to Beth, let's watch it.
Okay. And Beth has met my husband.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I like your husband.
Met your husband.
We
Yes,
like
he's
him.
so sweet.
Handsome guy, attractive. Yeah, oh yeah, he's real sweet. And
He is sweet.
He is sweet.
He loves Robin.
Okay. We know what he loves. And I'm going to tell you something. You know, I like you a lot.
Thank you.
And I think you're attractive and you're bright and you deserve your success and you work hard for your money. The premise of this show is all guys who, for one reason or another, aren't really working, making money, they're house husbands. The show happens to be terrific.
Wow,
We decided to watch it for about 10 minutes, we were going to give it, and we ended up watching full 2 episodes.
Wow.
I fast forward through all of the couples except for you and your husband. If the show didn't have you and your husband, it would not be successful.
Well, because we fight. You know?
That's right. Now, because there's honesty there.
My girlfriend is here, Lisa's makeup artist, and her husband is the former Dodger. Mine's the Marine sniper, but you can see
Right.
why he's a Marine sniper. He's very...
Okay.
Wait, Marita Hot. I noticed, chick. I'm sorry. Go ahead. She's got a hot makeup artist.
Let me make my point, if I may.
Yes.
Okay. Jillian's show, Jillian Barber's show, is not even billed as a Jillian show.
No.
It's more like her husband's show. But trust me, if Jillian's not on the show, no one's watching it. That's number one. Number two, your marriage is horrible. Not bad. You're miserable. You hate being married.
I don't.
And you're in really bad shape.
Howard, let me tell you, I'm like you. I get on front of put a microphone on me, I say anything. I get home and I'm a little subservient. It's true.
No,
I just
you're not subservient at all.
Well, I find that I might be a little more
How many times have you been married now?
Well, this will be 2.
All right. You're a very attractive woman. What age were you when you started to get success in television?
Well, I started at 22 in Canada, and I didn't really have success. But at 24, I moved to Miami.
You moved to Miami and you became a weather girl.
Correct.
Obviously, because of your beauty and your personality, you become successful and they move you to L.A.
Yes, I moved to L.A. when I was 26, and I've been on that morning show since I was 26.
Right.
Yes.
And you are the reason people watch the morning show.
Well, that's very nice of you to say.
Well, it's not because of Steve, and it's not because of the Lucy, whatever her name is.
Mhm.
I don't even know her name.
Right.
It's because of you. You're fun to watch.
Thank you.
All right. And you say what's on your mind, and you're interesting.
Thank you.
So you had at what point do you get married the first time?
First time I got married, I was 28. And
It was a guy named Barbary, right?
Correct.
Okay, you took his name.
I did.
How long did that marriage last?
Well, let me see. I go by how long I paid alimony for it. I paid him alimony for half the time.
You paid alimony. How
Correct.
much money did you pay this guy?
Well, it's like an equation. They put the figures in a computer, essentially.
Right.
We were together 7 years, so I paid him alimony for 3.5. You pay half the time you're married. And
why do you end up paying these guys alimony? Do you always marry guys who don't earn a living?
He was a Major League Baseball player.
Why did you have to pay him?
Because in California law says whoever supports the marriage supports the divorce. So everything that he earned, he said would be for our future. We didn't have a future. And so because I paid the day-to-day bills, our mortgage.
But he had plenty of money. In other words, he had saved money.
But I didn't take, you know what? My attitude was this. We divorced. We had no children. He was 30. I was, 32.
Right.
And I said, I just want out. And this is the equation. My lawyer said, look, he's going to take, it was like $5,500 a month. He could have taken $14,000 a month. He took $5,500. And so he said, let's call it a day. And so I did. And I paid that for 3.5 years. But I didn't care. I just wanted out of the marriage.
Do you have a prenup with your current husband?
No, I do not.
You do not?
No.
You didn't sign a prenup?
No, I did not.
Wow. Wow.
I'm a sucker for love.
I don't know what money you make in L.A.
How did he get you to do that?
He didn't get me to do anything. But
chloroform.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Subutex.
I don't know what I do not know what you earn.
I do really well.
Are you a millionaire?
Yeah, well, you know,
you
I make
are.
that a year. It's
you make
not,
$1 million a year. Around the $1 million a year.
But Jillian, you listen to this show every day.
I know, but what does that mean?
Okay, I'm
Did you
going to
make
tell
Beth get a prenup?
Yes.
Of course.
Now, let me tell you something.
Robin, I don't listen to myself. I bullshit on air every day. I tell girls I'm like, girls, you better get a prenup. I say it on TV all the time. Get a prenup.
All
Don't
right,
be silly.
I want you to calm down and listen to me carefully.
Yes.
I watched the show.
Okay.
You're very interesting to watch on TV. I like it.
Thank you.
And I think my audience will like this show, House Husbands of Hollywood, because of you.
Well, thank you.
And the other couples are bores. You guys are interesting.
Well,
and Grant, I like. It's not that I dislike the guy. He's a handsome guy. He's a nice guy.
Right.
But whatever chemistry the two of you have, it's horrible. Now, let me describe.
We're definitely. Listen, we're going through. I'm not going to lie.
In the first episode,
we're going through a hard fucking
you
time right now.
goddamn right you are, because the first time.
It ain't easy.
The first time I'm watching this, and it was very honest. You're having a little dinner party, and your husband's working hard. He's trying to make a nice meal for everyone.
Yes.
He's watching your daughter. I don't know how much of that is bullshit, but he seems to really care about the kid.
Truly does.
He does.
Howard.
He seems like
his daughter.
He's an
Yeah.
amazing father.
He seems like an amazing father.
He is.
You say to him, let me serve champagne to my friends. He goes, no way. You can't tell me 7 minutes before people get here that we can't have champagne.
Have we mentioned he's a former Marine sniper? Yes.
I don't care what he is.
But they are regimented. They're black and white, and I don't work that way. I'm like a fucking whatever girl.
But wait a second. It is not unusual to say to your husband before some friends come over, I think we'll serve champagne. It's no big deal to pop the lid, so to speak. What was the problem? And you're rolling your eyes. You hate him. You hate him.
Oh, Howard, my God, I love the man.
You're rolling your eyes. You're thinking he's jerky.
No, I think that he's got issues. He's a little uptight. Absolutely.
Then in the next episode, and then in the next episode, you're there with your husband. Yeah. You're the breadwinner.
Correct.
You were living on your own. You were doing just fine. You went shopping. You're a hot chick. You got to look hot for that. The reason people watch you on TV is you dress great.
Well, thank you. But people assume that I'm like Kelly Ripa where they give me clothes. They don't. I've bought my own clothes for 20 years on TV.
So you say to your husband starts complaining about what you spend on clothes?
Right.
And to your credit, you don't even say to him, hey, listen, Jack, I'm earning the money here. How dare you sit and tell me? Why don't you go get a job and then we'll worry about it?
Well, I did say, some women, I'm friends with a girl who's married to one of the most successful agents in Hollywood, and he's just like Uber agent, and he owns and they're really rich, and she puts money on his credit card, and he could give a shit,
Right.
So I did say that. I said my friends spend their husband's money and nobody cares.
There is a huge issue between you and your husband that you're earning the money and he isn't.
Well, especially since he's a Marine.
You mean for him there's an issue?
Yes, there is. There's a resentment.
Howard, I'm a big fan of therapy, and we're working through some stuff right now because I do love him. I want this.
Your marriage is going to end in a divorce. There is no question. I
really
watched the show. Listen, you're putting it out there for people to watch.
Correct. Here's the thing.
When you watch it, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't say this against Grant. I like Grant. I met him at my wedding. We had a great time together. He's a sweetheart and a handsome man.
Really handsome.
But you're not in love anymore.
Oh, no, I am.
No, you're not.
Absolutely. And here's the thing.
Why don't you be honest?
He and I would never be anything but with you.
What did you tell Robin when you went out to dinner?
What did I tell Robin?
Well, now, I never said she didn't say she was in love with Grant. She said that throughout the dinner.
That's right. I love the man.
But the thing she said about marriage, I was so depressed after that night.
Oh, Robin,
You
don't
hate
turn on
your
me
marriage.
now.
No.
I said, well, what did I say?
You said, don't get married to me. said,
don't get married to me. I said, Robin, you don't marry me.
Oh, if I was married to you, if I was married to you, things would be just fine. Don't worry about it.
She
First
kept
of all,
saying, Robin, you don't want to do this to your life.
All
That's
right.
what you said.
What is bad
Because
about
you
marriage?
don't want to get married.
What is bad about marriage?
Well, I think marriage is a compromise, obviously.
Right.
And I think that I looked at those episodes. It's funny, Howard. You know, this will be like a shrink session. I did the show thinking, I pushed him into it. He said, I don't want to be a fucking reality. This is stupid. And I said, but it'll be fun. You'll be working. And I thought I'd come in a couple episodes and be like, hey, in the background, I'm home from work. What's up? They would strap mics on me.
Of course, you're the interesting one.
It was silly in the sense that, I mean, there's a guy, Charlie, that's in it, the former bank robber. His wife, you never see her. We all got paid the same amount.
I don't even know that he's a former bank manager, bank robber, because I fast forward through him.
Oh,
it's about you.
He was called the gentleman bank robber. He actually robbed banks and
Doesn't
spent
matter.
time and everything.
You and your husband are the interesting ones on the show.
Well,
you know what that said to me? I could watch Jillian and her husband 24 hours a day.
They should never take the cameras off
Don't take the cameras off these two, because you're ready to explode. The marriage is about to end.
But wait, you haven't seen all the episodes. There's some other very romantic episodes and
I
wonderful.
doubt it.
Anyway, so the point is this: that
what
we are
do you
working
hate about
through.
marriage?
What do I hate about? Okay, so I was telling you, I was watching the episodes, and what I saw, because I get obsessive. I'm like, look, everybody, he didn't want me to open the champagne. Isn't he freaking nuts? And then I realize I'm the fucking crazy one running around, obsessing,
I'm gonna tell you
trying
what
to
you
get
hate.
people to see how crazy and uptight he is.
You're a hot girl. You had a great little thing going.
Yeah,
you had
I
your
still
own
do.
house. You resent having a child.
Oh my God!
You don't.
Now you're insane. Those are fighting words.
And by the way, you don't put your daughter on a countertop and let her run around on a countertop while your friends are
Did you see
eating.
the size? It's bigger than this room. They're
No.
so rich, our
You
friends.
You don't do that. That's an accident waiting to
It's
happen.
not, it's not,
It
it's
was as if you wanted danger.
Oh my God!
That's
Howard.
right. I watched everything.
We need Dr. Keith Abloh in here right now. That is
You need
not
help
the
with
case.
that. No, we don't. Can I tell you something?
Yes.
Here's what the problem is.
Okay.
You fell in love with a very hot guy.
Yes.
Very handsome, a gentleman.
Happens
nice
to all
guy.
of us.
Yeah, that's right. Very, very sweet guy.
You fell in love with Norm.
You had a
did.
great time going.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. Then the baby comes. Now you fight over free time. Do you know how excited this girl is to be in New York by herself?
Oh my God, I love New York.
Yes.
And she's without her husband and without her daughter. You know how happy she is? If she was going to be honest and tell us, you were bursting with excitement on your TV show yesterday.
The truth is that I tell my husband, he said, "Oh, a trip to New York," and I say, "Well, not for you," because I like to bring. I call them my pussy posse. They're my girls, and we hang. And we had dinner with Robin and Ralph, and we had such a great.
All the girls.
You say we had a great time.
Yeah, all the girls.
We had a great time, but you sat there and complained about your marriage
No, I
the
did it,
entire
Robin.
evening.
Please
Robin,
tell me I did not.
Tell
I
the
just
truth.
said.
But you don't realize what you did. You know, like I came away and I was like, I was like, Jillian's miserable. I feel so
I
bad
am
for
so
her.
not miserable. I said that we were going through a rough time and that it's work.
And
let
what
me
you were
tell
saying, though, was, Robin, don't do
Yes.
this to yourself.
Well, I love you.
Why
Looking out
would you
for
say to Robin not to do it to herself if you're so happy?
I listen, I think that marriage, it's ebbs and flows, and it works sometimes, and sometimes you want to fucking kill the other person.
Do you yearn to be with another man?
No, that's the one thing I do not yearn for. I mean, other than you. No, I'm kidding.
I'm serious.
I do
Throw
love
a rock
you.
in this room, you'll hit someone she wants to bang.
No. I don't. I mean, he's absolutely a beautiful man, and he's a good-hearted husband. He just has little hang-ups.
All right, but how much
and
more?
so do I.
How much more of the marriage can you take, honestly? Let's be honest. Let's really talk if you want to get down to it. You like honest radio.
I do. I love honesty.
How much more of this can you take?
I'm not going anywhere. I love this man. I'm making it work.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Not based on what I saw on this show.
Yeah, we've been married for 3 years, and let me tell you, at first, I'm not going to lie, we got married after 3 months. It was like a bliss.
You're kidding. You only knew each other 3 months?
No, we actually knew each other 5 years, but we dated and then knew, we knew.
Why
we knew.
wouldn't you sign a prenup with this guy? You know your track record with men. You know that you're
I
unhappy.
was married once before.
I mean, what do you think marriage should be like? Don't you think it should be a little more harmonious and fun?
I think it should be easy.
Why don't you have a housekeeper? You make $1 million a year. It's clearly putting stress on the marriage.
No, I do now. We do.
You have a nanny?
We just hired a girl 2 weeks ago. Our baby's almost 2, but I think that was one of the biggest strains on our marriage. We just hired
because you want to be running around. He wants to be running around.
I don't want to be running around. That's the problem. I'm a fucking homebody. I get off the air and I want to go and sit at home, Howard.
You want to sit at home and attend to yourself. You're a narcissist, and that's not a bad thing.
I want to be with my daughter. I want to hang out. He's more out there. He's young. He's 36. He likes getting on his bike and taking off, and I don't like that. I don't want to go anywhere.
One of those guys.
Yeah, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to talk to people. I want to go to my bat cave. I call it the bat cave. I get home from work. I don't want to know from anybody.
Are you tanning a lot? What is going on?
Just a spray tan.
Oh, this is spray tan.
Yeah, I
it
don't
looks
do real
good
tan.
on you.
Thank you. I don't do real tans.
Titties look amazing.
Wow, thanks.
They're
and
fake,
they're real.
right?
Nope,
That's
real.
unbelievable how good they look.
100% real Canadian bacon.
I
Thank you,
should have
Artie.
banged you.
Wow.
I made a
Listen,
mistake there.
I love that Angie Everhart came out and said that you were the best, but I knew that. I said, this guy is a sensitive. He's going to be a wonderful lover. It's got to be.
Please, you know what
I know that.
I put out for a girl. I go crazy.
Me too. You got to do
He
that.
wants a good report.
Listen, I live for those good reports. Believe me.
She gave you, and so did Robin Givens. I mean, you really have you do. You know
I'm
that.
good
though.
at it.
You are.
I'm
and now
good.
Beth is so happy with you.
Oh, my
But you
God.
guys have your moments. I know that,
No.
yes, you do. Howard, don't lie. Absolutely
We
you
don't
do.
have the pressure you and your husband have.
What's the pressure that we have?
You have the kid. You're making. It's very odd when the woman makes the money. It always becomes
Is
an
it?
issue.
For the
Of
guy?
course
No,
it is.
Not for the woman.
Why is it? You don't think that's odd for your husband that he has to go for you for his living? That he has to make. He can't support you.
Not for me. That is old school.
Yeah, but I'm that way too, man. I guess it's new school too. Well, I'm
Let
41.
me say something. When you get married, it's a marital situation. The money that comes in is the money of the marriage.
Oh,
and it's
yeah?
how the
Absolutely.
family
I don't look at it like
is
that.
supported.
Every
I
woman
agree with
fantasizes
Robin.
that
I don't.
there
I
was
never
a
did.
man who would take care
Howard,
of them.
I never grew up fantasizing about a man taking care of me. I think because of the background that I had, because I was adopted and I kind of, I came out of the womb fighting, and I've always been a fighter. I've always been on my own. I've never had a man take care of me. And now that I've met and married these guys, I don't care that I'm paying. It means nothing to me.
Your morning show.
Yes. God, I love this music. Thank you, Fred.
Your
Where is
morning
Fred?
show, right over there. Your morning show,
Where?
right over there behind you.
Are you a fan of the show, Jillian?
Jillian, your morning show
Yeah.
was syndicated for a while all around the country. What happened there?
They fired my ass.
Now, I heard you left.
Yeah, that's what they told. They said, if you want us to pay out your contract, you will leave on Friday. We'll give you a week. I can't believe they gave me a week. I could have said anything during that week, but I didn't. And they said, just say that you're moving on to other things, and we'll pay out your contract.
I see.
So I did. I said,
Why
it's
did they
time to-
fire you?
I don't know
Was
to
it
this day.
determined that you were bad for the show?
Well, when they fired me, ratings dropped 30% right away. So
I
I don't
bet.
know that I was bad, but I do think that they felt I was a little too... I don't know.
That's weird.
You know what? I'm speculating. They never said to me. They just said, we're moving in a different direction. See you later.
How's the sex life with your husband? Is it good?
Oh, my God.
Really good, because you said you told me years ago that you're pretty frigid, that you couldn't have an orgasm. There was a lot of problems.
Well, I had a lot of hang-ups back then, yeah. I mean, because of the shit that I went through.
You were abused.
Correct.
That's right. I remember the rocks were put in your vagina.
Yes.
It was
All
very
kinds of-
upsetting. Who did that to you again? I forget.
Some horrible girl back in Canada. She was in the 8th grade. She was a nasty nightmare.
How did she
Looked
get?
like a dude.
She held you down and
Yes.
forced rocks into you.
Yeah.
And that obviously gave you problems in terms of what you wanted to
That
do.
and other things. But, I got over it. I mean,
How many rocks? How many rocks can you take?
Does it take?
Well, they
No.
were very small pebbles. Okay, I
Were
have
they?
a small vagina. Yes, they were very small pebbles. I just want to throw that out
Do you
there.
feel she was a lesbian and she was attracted to you?
I would imagine. But
Yeah.
you don't have to be, I mean, it's one of those things that I got through, and now
Do you have
sex
any
is wonderful.
sexual things where you like someone to hold you down and do things against
Yes,
your will?
Absolutely.
Do you think it's-
that's for my husband and I, and he's a Marine, so he's got tons of guns, so we used to have fun, like gunplay like that.
Like, what would he do,
And I
hold
would
a
tell
gun to
him-
your head?
Yes, one of our first encounters.
Oh, my God.
Why, is that, like, really out there?
One of your first encounters with your husband was he held a gun to your head.
That sounds familiar.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was loaded. I said, don't even tell me. I don't care.
Really?
You know what we did? We were dating, and this is a true story. And I said to him, you could come to the house. I lived on my own, obviously, at the time, and come in the middle of the night and just, like, rape me. But just, we'll have some fun with it, you know?
Right.
And
Rape
so,
fantasy, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And so he brought the gun, and that's what he did. And he left, and he didn't even, like, no, we didn't even talk the whole time.
So he worked it out where he broke into your house, kind of.
Yeah.
And did he wear a mask and all of that?
No, we didn't go. No, I didn't have to wear the
And what did he
Gary
do?
monkey mask.
Did he throw you down and tie you up?
Yes,
He
essentially.
tied you up.
Well, I don't know that he tied me up, but he certainly pinned me down.
What, did you know he would break in that night?
Yes.
You knew that was planned?
Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
I did.
And he walks in, and what does he do to you? Does he rip off your pajamas?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He
It was
did.
the whole thing.
Do you sleep in pajamas?
It depends. It depends on what I sleep. You know, what I'm in the mood
So
for.
he walks in.
Yep.
You're wearing something.
Yes.
He rips your clothing off. Does
Correct.
he scream at you and tell you, look, this is a robbery, get down?
I don't think he went that far. He didn't say get down, but
He ripped off your clothes.
yeah.
And
oh,
you're
yeah.
totally nude. And you have no hair in your vagina because you laser
None.
it.
God, yes. How do you know that? Did I tell you that last time?
You did.
You know what it was? I figured I made so much money at that time. I said, this is throwaway money. I might as well do it now because one day when I'm poor, I don't want to be hairy and poor. I'd rather be bald and poor.
Does the laser vagina hair removal, did it work entirely?
Oh, my God. Bald as an eagle, and it's been. And I did my underarms like 7 years ago. Nothing.
I don't believe it because I went for that. I went for it on the back of my arms, and it grew right back.
Well, how many sessions did you go? Do you
About
have
5. You're supposed to do 6.
Yeah, you do 6 because hair grows in cycles. 3 cycles. It's like a whole thing. I could be a fucking electrolysis.
And you never got any more hair in your vagina.
Nothing.
You're totally bald down there.
Yeah.
There's nothing. If I looked right now, I'd see nothing.
Yeah, nothing. And it's funny because some guys think that that's like pedophilia.
I don't believe you. I think I should see it. I really don't believe it. I should touch it, see if it's smooth.
Can I check if her tits are real?
They're definitely. I said
After
I would do
check her vagina, you can check her tits.
Thank you, Howard.
Tyra Banks did it, the mammogram to show that it's real. Yeah, they're real.
Yeah, that was a great episode.
What are you, are you a D cup?
No, I'm a C.
You are? Wow,
Yeah.
they look huge today. What do you got, a push-up bra on?
I don't have a bra on.
Wow.
It's a halter thing.
How firm are your breasts after a kid? After having a kid? Look at
my
that.
husband, he always says they're very pretty natural boobies.
They are.
They
How
look
are your nipples? Are they huge?
tiny and brown.
God, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
good for
they're
you.
good. They're
You're a pretty
good.
girl.
Thank you.
And so, let me understand something.
Hello, Arthur.
The guy,
they're nice.
the guy comes in. He breaks in.
Yeah, the husband. Yeah, well, the husband. Now he's a boyfriend at the time.
He breaks in.
Yeah.
And the fantasy is that he's going to take you against your will. And what does he do? Does he tie you up?
Well, I think he just pinned me down. There was a lot of sex talk.
There was no rope involved?
No, but there was a gun.
There was a gun
A real
involved.
gun. I mean, this was like, I don't know what, it was like a 40, like one of those.
And what does he do? He puts it to your head?
Yeah, the back of my head.
And that
I was
turns
on
you
my
on?
front. Oh, yeah, it was great.
Don't you think that that's a result of the girl putting the rocks in your vagina?
No, God, no. Otherwise, I would have said, use a boulder on me.
And when
hit me in the back. Cold cock me with a boulder.
So there's no foreplay.
All right.
He just shoves it. He shoves it right into you because he's raping you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's in other words, he doesn't try to get you off. He rapes you.
Correct.
Wow. And you're totally wet for this because that turns you on.
He's so. My husband's a very sexy guy, so
Right.
yeah, that was a lot of fun. And let me tell you something: we got married 3 months after that.
Yeah.
Got pregnant 3 months after that. So there was not, it's like now, being a mom, it's not like we're running around with gunplay and,
Did you stay in the role the whole time?
Oh, yes.
And then,
He left and, well, I didn't call the cops. That would have been funny. That would have been really staying in the role.
well, I hope your marriage does work out. Everything
Howard.
Robin told me and everything I saw on this show of yours.
No, I
We had a
never
good
got
time.
the impression that she's bailing. That's
No,
one of the things she said,
definitely-
too, that she's going to make this work because, she
love
doesn't
him.
want to do this again. And this
No,
is
I
it.
love him. I love
What kind
him.
of shoes you wearing?
Louboutins.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, you know how to do
I love that stripper shoes are now suddenly like high fashion.
high
It's
fashion.
fabulous.
Because they're
Really?
Right?
When you were single, oh, by the way, you're friends with that new judge on American Idol, Cara DeGuardia.
I like her a lot, yeah.
I didn't like her, but when she took
I know
off her
you did.
clothes at the end of the season, she was very hot.
Way to
A lot
close
of
it.
people got on her case for that, but you liked it.
I loved it.
Come on.
Why wouldn't you like it?
Yeah, and
No,
anytime
I'm
a girl...
just saying, I read a lot of bad things about it.
Anytime a 38-year-old girl will go up against a 21-year-old idiot. And look, the girl, I'm not going to... She's got a smoking body, bikini girl.
Right.
But it's not a fucking bikini contest. It's a singing contest. And she was an asshole to Cara about it. She was just an asshole, even after the event. And I
Cara
thought,
was out of line. She was mean to
That's
the
what
girl.
she-
She was a young
Oh,
girl.
come on. She wasn't out of line.
She was
You
a
don't go
young
on-
girl. You don't sit there and make
Yeah.
fun of a girl. She's dumb.
Showed
So
her
what?
up. She said that's not how the song should be sung, and Cara sang it and knocked it out of the
What's her
park, and
story?
it pissed off that bikini
She
girl.
seen any guys?
She's engaged.
Oh, she's engaged. And what's her deal?
She's really just a cool lady. She's written. She's so prolific.
Is she
Every
marrying
time-
a guy that she has to support?
Well, look, I think her library in and of itself, I think she sold her, they call it catalog.
Yes.
It's not like Beatles or something, but she has so many hits. If you look down, you see Pink, Christina Aguilera, Kelly Clarkson. She's written hits for Enrique.
Is she a multimillionaire?
I would imagine she
Right.
sold her
So
catalog.
you're friends with a lot of these multimillionaires.
No,
You have a lot
I'm
of-
not.
You have a lot of celebrities.
I have a lot of friends that are women that are strong that make their own money and stuff.
Are you
but
friends with Stuttering John now? Is he your best friend? Someone said to me.
Susanna Melendez.
Oh, you're
I love
friends
her.
with Susanna.
Oh yeah, I love
Poor
her.
girl, huh?
I love her.
She's a terrific girl.
She is one of life's true jewels, and
Yeah,
she loves
she is.
you, Artie. When I was at Howard's wedding, I said, "Oh, I wanted to say hi to Artie because I loved your book and I promoted it in L.A."
And she's good friends with Beth too.
No, and thank
She
you
is,
for
of
that,
course.
by the way.
And so Artie walked by, but he was ready to do your speech, and I think he was nervous. But I take everything personally. I'm like, oh, Artie thinks I'm an asshole, and so I was like, hi, Artie, and he's like, hey, and he kept going, and I told Susanna, I obsessed about it for days. She's like, relax. Artie
He was
probably,
uptight about making the
of
speech,
course.
probably.
I was. I mean, it's
Right.
Howard. He asked me
Of
to do dude. I'm
course.
Julian, you're kidding me. I bust balls. I love you. And Susanna is the greatest person ever.
And that she
Did
loves
you date David Spade after your divorce?
Spade and I hung out for a little bit, yeah.
What David seems to get every hot chick on the
He's
planet.
stealth, man. He goes underneath the radar.
You know
What
what
is
it is?
it?
It's his humor. It's the same.
He's got something, right?
Oh, my God,
He's got
Howard.
that certain something.
Absolutely.
And so he had intercourse with you?
We did.
You did? How was he as a lover? Is he good?
He was great.
So
he
what
was
happened?
absolutely great.
He banged you?
Yeah, but you know what? For a while, I don't want to say I was like a guy, but I just wasn't into relationships. I was known as like the kissing bandit because I was so afraid of disease.
Right.
I would go out with guys and just make out. And then that would be it. Like Mark McGrath and I made out one night, and I was like, okay, I don't want to take it any further because he's probably been with a ton of girls.
But if you're afraid of disease, why date Spade?
Well, you know what? Because I love David as a friend. We were friends first.
What kind of gun did he hold you?
He didn't. See, that's why it didn't last.
Right.
And so, and then, who else did I make out with? Ryan Seacrest. I made out with him when he first moved.
Really?
Yeah, don't judge.
You're way cooler than that.
Don't judge. He was
He's a handsome guy,
He
but
had just moved to L.A. and we were friends. I took him.
How did he become friends with you? That he just moved to L.A. and what was he doing? I mean, how does he get in your world? How
He
does
was
he
on.
know you?
You know what? I was friends with his radio co-host Lisa Fox. They did a show.
All right.
And we used to go to this place called Club Vinyl, and there was a Dan band went there. I don't know if you're familiar. I know you are. Artie,
Why
the Dan
would you
band, they're
make
from-
out? Wait a second. Why would you make out with him
Yeah.
and then not go further? He's a handsome guy.
Because I did that with Jenna Jameson too. I'm like the kissing bandit. I make out with people and then I run home.
But
and
why did you
by
bang David
myself.
Spade then?
Because I was already friends with David. I'm not good. He was the only celebrity type that I went out took it that far because everybody else.
You became single. He contacts you, and he
Well,
says,
no, we were always in contact. I've known him for like 15 years.
and he says to you, Jillian, look, let's go out. Let's hang out a little
Yeah,
bit.
we just hung out. It was no
Right.
big deal.
And how did it come that you go from friends to him fucking you? I mean,
well,
how
we
does
just did it, I think, once or twice, and it was like,
Where did it
whatever.
take place? In his house?
Uh-huh.
He told me he has that move. He
Yeah,
doesn't like
that's
to
what he
take a
does.
girl out. He gets him in the house and says, it wouldn't be good
And
if we
honestly,
were seen.
I don't like going out anyway. I'm not.
Right.
I'm not that into the scene or whatever. So, and LA's so fucking phony. And
And what are you doing? You having dinner with him one night at his
we're
house?
just hanging at his house.
What
just
were you doing at the
goofing
house?
on people and watching TV. And
Drinking a little bit?
I don't recall drinking. I don't think
Wow.
he's a big drinker.
No?
Yeah.
And then how did he make his move? He just starts kissing?
I probably made the move. I don't
really?
know.
You started kissing him and
Yeah.
you gave him oral?
Wow. Probably.
Wow.
I don't know why I wouldn't.
I bet you're good at it.
I do like it.
You do like it.
Although when I was pregnant last time, I was doing it to my husband, and this is such a nasty thing, but the baby rides high, and I was doing it, and I had just eaten a Waldorf salad, and I went, oh my God, I feel my gag and I all over his.
You vomited on his penis.
Yeah. Yeah. What a sight.
So did his ex-assistant.
Whoa. Hello.
Wow.
Yeah, that was really nasty. Poor
So
guy.
you vomited on your husband's penis?
I did.
Yeah.
That was
well,
horrible.
Believe me, you should see mine. You'd vomit a lot. So did you so with Spade though?
Yeah.
You had oral with him?
I think
and
yeah.
his penis was a big penis? Or nice size?
I remember it being big. But you had somebody on recently that said it was big, and I was like, "Oh, was it? I remember that. It was so long ago." But he was great.
He's a great lover. He's an expert lover. Wow. He has to be.
He's got to be at this point, right?
With a woman as hot as you are, and you're very sexy.
Thank you.
Was he able to hold out a long time with you? Are most of these guys able to hold out?
I don't think so. I'm not like the kind of girl that's like, "Oh, give me the romance," and I'm like a dude that way. I like to get in and nasty. And
I think with you, I'd put it in, and I'd probably last a second or two. I mean, that would be it.
Yeah, I don't recall it lasting a long time.
Did you achieve an orgasm?
No.
You did not. Not
no.
with him.
No. You know what it is? I need to feel really safe so I can be really out there, like with my husband, and that's we have toys and we have talk.
A gun.
It's nasty. A gun.
You require a lot of foreplay?
A gun would be a toy. No.
Yeah, do you ever like a guy just to get on top of you and put it in?
Hello?
Yeah.
The gun episode.
You don't need him licking you?
Don't need the whole shebangy bang.
You don't need
Sometimes
it.
it's nice, but I don't need it.
You don't need it?
Nope.
What a fascinating girl. Listen, Jillian Barbary is on House Husbands of Hollywood, premiering August 15th at 9 p.m. on the Fox reality channel.
Now that
oh,
we've gotten this
Robin.
build up.
Well, now that you know Grant, it'll be interesting for you to see.
Why are you obsessed with Fred on the show out of all the people?
I've always loved Fred. I just...
Did you know this, Fred?
She knows I have a gun collection.
You know what it is? I fell in love at the first time when he was doing the Kurt Waldheim.
Kurt Waldheim Jr.,
Yes.
one of his best
He's got this
impressions.
thing about like power or something.
I don't know.
And
but it
Nazis.
just-
Would you like him to visit you at your house as Kurt Waldheim Jr. and his...
Yes, I would. It'd be very nice.
So, yes, it is depressing that Robin went to dinner with you and you complained
It
about
was
your marriage
fun.
the whole time.
We had a
but-
good time. No, I didn't the whole time. We had a great time.
I felt a little bad. I felt like, oh my God, Jillian's not happy.
No, I'm very, very happy.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I truly am.
I saw the show, honey.
I don't have to worry.
When your husband...
Marianne!
1 second, Marianne. When your husband calls you...
Yes.
Babe. Like, you can tell he's just totally annoyed with you, and you're calling him dude.
I call everybody dude, though.
No.
I'm so...
Honey, you don't call me dude.
I do. I did
No, you
earlier.
don't.
Yes, I did. Hi, Marianne.
Hi, Jillian. You know what I'm thinking? You're my favorite super celebrity fan of Howard's. I'm surprised you were late. And I'm thinking that you're telling Robin that she shouldn't get married because she would have to support a man. Because at this stage in her life, Robin would be like the super breadwinner. Don't you agree?
Well, I think at this point for Robin, it would be hard for you to find somebody.
That was basically the conversation.
But I'll tell you what, Robin's going to be signing a prenup. I won't let her get married unless she does.
But her hands, you'll have to help her, Howard.
I'll break her other hand.
I know. Oh, my God. It's like a satellite dish on your hand.
And take that yelling.
Yeah, I'm bringing in...
I can't believe you the rollerblade. You know, I used to figure skate. I could have gone rollerblading with you and helped you out.
Jeff the Drunk, you're on the air.
Hi, Julia.
Hi, Jeff the Drunk.
How you doing, baby?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Could you please do me a favor?
Uh-oh.
Would you get on that Sibian?
Jillian, when are you going to ride the Sibian? Really, you're a super fan of the show.
I am.
Everyone
In fact, can I tell you, when we did the Superfan Roundtable,
right.
It's so funny because
that was a good show, by the way. I listened.
Thank you. I hardly was participating because I'm the type, I'm like, I have verbal diarrhea. I want to talk about everything that you've said, everything you've done, all the nuances of the show.
Right.
But it was Natalie and Jeff Probst's show, so I kind of had to sit back, and that was so fucking hard for me to sit there. And even when they did the celebrity Superfan Roundtable, and it was Jerry O'Connell, I beat Jerry. I was playing in my car at home. I beat Jerry. I beat Jeff Probst. I did not beat Jimmy Kimmel.
Right, Jimmy's good.
like... But he's also your friend, and he vacations with you and stuff like that, so he's got that edge.
But you were
he's also
talking
been
about
listening
the
to-
Sibian.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Now,
Yes.
now, what about it? Don't you think you should be a celebrity Sibian ride? I mean, it's really your obligation to do that.
Please.
I realize that it is. I don't know. I'm not wearing any underwear today.
Neither was Meryl Streep when she was on it.
Is that right? You're not wearing underwear?
I never
You don't
do.
wear panties?
I never do.
With that little dress?
He has a bunch of them there.
Why don't you sit on the Sibian, keep your dress on?
That's the thing. I'm terrified of germs.
We got
No,
a bunch
but
of.
it-
I'm
but
terrified
it's a
of
brand new piece. It's clean. It
I know,
comes out
you-
of the plastic.
And then Gary has to wear the mask.
Here comes Will.
What do you think?
Exactly,
Want to
you
do
know
it?
It's Will Murray, everybody.
Do you think you could even get off from the Sibian?
No, not right now. I couldn't.
Why? Because too many people around?
Don't hurt yourself over there,
What
Will.
happened? Did Will fall? What's going on?
Cole cocked himself with the
Do you want me to hold a gun to your head while you do it?
Yeah, that would be funny.
help. Yes.
Are you going to sit on the Sibian or not?
No.
You are not?
No.
All right, guys. That's enough.
Sorry.
Right. She
Well,
doesn't
so
want
Look at everybody. Look at the freaking crew coming in.
So it doesn't go to waste.
Gary,
Jason, get on the
wait,
Sibian.
what mask would you wear if I did?
Whatever you want. You can put a gun to my head.
No, I can't.
We're like a pit crew. We could be.
Oh, I know. I've seen it.
But
Believe me. I
it's-
hosted the sexiest moments. Remember?
It's all your comfortability.
Why don't you
level.
sit on it with it turned off?
Right.
And then if you get comfortable with it, I'll turn it on.
I honestly, I'm not.
What are you afraid you're going to lose, like the Doritos commercial you're doing or something? What are you, Sunoco? What are you doing? I don't know.
Sunoco.
Whatever you do, I don't know.
All right, forget it, guys. I want to continue
Thank
this
you.
interview. The Nutrisystem stuff.
Yes.
Do you make a fortune with that?
God, not a fortune. I did it because it worked. It really, truly worked.
Right.
But it's not a fortune by any means. No.
Yeah.
No.
Jeff, I'm sorry to disappoint.
Sorry, Jeff the Drunk.
All right, thank you.
Oh, I suck as a guest.
Didn't you tell a coworker at Good Day LA that you were going to go on the Sibian?
Chiggy,
did.
one of our he said you've got to ride the Sibian, and he's obsessed with you, and so many. You know, that's how I form my relationships. I ask if they listen to you, like Frankie B. Jeans.
No.
You don't?
Oh, no, I know Frankie.
Okay,
Jeans,
the
yeah,
girl
yeah.
who originated them 10 years ago, her name's
Right.
Daniela Clark. She looks like Raquel Welch. She's so fucking beautiful. She's your #1 fan, and her and I, our relationship, she's married to a guy from Guns N' Roses. Our husbands get together, they write about it, and all we do is talk about you.
Oh,
that's
my God.
we love you.
I should have banged her, too.
Yep.
Ralph, go ahead.
Hi, Ralph.
Hey, that rape fantasy thing sounds, oh my God. That
sounds great, yeah.
It really
You didn't
was
even
great.
know that, Ralph.
Hey, Ralph, you were at our dinner. Now, Robin says I complained about. I did not complain about my marriage all night. That is absolutely
He was
wrong.
on the other side of the table.
Oh,
yeah, I just heard
Robin.
you rattling on about something. Who knows?
Oh, please.
But, all right, this Hollywood House Husband show sounds fantastic. If I watch the show, does it teach you how to become one? Because
I want to know something. Ralph really,
Ralph, you'd be a perfect candidate.
Ralph needs that. But you know, Ralph, it's in a way.
Yeah.
You got to be like a super hot guy, because like, what girl's going to pay for you? And I'm not saying you're not a handsome guy. You're a good-looking guy.
He's
but
got a nice body.
Can I tell you, my ex-husband...
Ralph's an ugly girl.
My ex-husband was not gorgeous
Yeah,
by
but he
any
was a
means.
professional baseball
But so
player.
what? I don't give a shit.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Howard's right. Come
I married a former Marine sniper who's not working. So why?
Because
what does that say?
he's also extremely handsome.
Right, Marine, baseball player. You notice a theme?
I like men in uniform.
Chicks don't really care that much about that. You can get away with being like a little ugly like me.
Especially if a girl makes her own money, she doesn't really care about it. Just believe me, it's just not even in my. I got asked out by guys, actors
Bullshit.
that came on the show, and
This
I didn't
is
go
all
out with them.
bullshit.
No.
Who, Gary
Bob,
Coleman?
Go ahead. You want a man to take care of you. Bob, go ahead. You're
I
on
don't
the air.
need it.
Sure
I don't
you do.
care. I don't.
Well, you think that job's going to last forever? You don't know that.
Please, it's been 15 years. I'm not going
I
anywhere.
mean, you're terrific, but I don't know.
Me neither.
I don't
Look
know.
at Dorothy Lucy. She's 10 years older. She's still going. What
They
does
got
she
to get
care?
rid of her. Do you hate
Dorothy
her?
Lucy is 60.
She doesn't like me.
She doesn't like you, and
No.
you don't like her.
I love Steve. Steve and I are.
For those of you who don't know, Jillian works with this Dorothy Lucy.
And it's very obvious.
And
that
it's
she doesn't
obvious when
like
I've
you.
seen the show that you hate her and she hates you. You can't stand each other.
We don't like each other.
And in
We're
the same
not each
way,
other's cup of tea.
And in the same way I watched you and your husband on this TV show, you don't like each other. You just
can
don't.
tell this about them too.
Robin, watch the show. Jillian doesn't
seen
like her
that
husband.
chemistry.
Fascinating.
And her husband isn't choked up with her. It's very mutual.
stop
And they're
it.
both very nice people. I don't mean to disparage, but the fact of the matter is, Jillian is in crisis mode right now. And you'll see it.
I'm getting depressed again.
I'm not going to lie. We are definitely working on things.
Bob, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Jillian, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I was just wondering if you give up the ass.
Yeah, of course.
You do anal?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, my goodness.
Beautiful.
Do you like it?
With that noise in the background.
Is it a struggle for you?
It's a struggle.
Is it something you'll go to once a week?
Once a week?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah?
Well, like you know, Robin, with the coffee colonics, it's the same sort of thing.
I really
At
wanna-
least I get off on this.
I really want to explore this with you.
Yeah.
About anal.
Yes.
How old were you when you first tried anal?
23.
All right. And at first, were you annoyed by it and not like it? And
Actually,
think
I just lied to you. The first time I tried it, I was 17. With my
17.
yeah, with a boyfriend.
You were curious about it?
Yeah.
How did you know even about it?
Hated it the first time.
Horrible.
I watched I worked in a video store when I was 16, and I watched a ton of porn. Became a little obsessed with porn, and so I think in my own deviant mind, I saw things that most 16-year-old girls weren't watching at that time, and so it kind of upped the ante for me. And so yes, I remember wanting my boyfriend to try it and hating it at that time, and didn't do it again until I was 23.
Because it was painful?
Oh my gosh.
Was there an embarrassment with duty?
No, there was nothing like that. It was just really, really painful. But by the time I was 23, I was just more into the experimenting and just letting myself go, lying on my stomach and letting it happen and just enjoying it. Also,
Did guys ask you for it?
Did they ask?
Or did you
No,
just
I was
grab their
pretty-
penises and stick it in
I
there?
didn't do it to a lot. I didn't allow a lot of guys to do
Right.
that. But I was into the experimenting part of it. I mean,
So I have a very specific question about it. You're
Yes.
there, you're making love to a guy.
Yeah.
Was there a time when a guy would be behind you, he was in you vaginally, and then suddenly you would just pull his penis out and stick it in your ass?
Yes.
There was. And you came to love this act. To
yeah,
the
I
point
didn't-
now, even in your marriage, once a week, you'll go back there.
For sure, I would definitely whenever he wants to.
Wow.
Absolutely.
And you enjoy
And
it.
he likes it too.
Yeah.
Do you need lubrication back there, or you don't? You are
No, like
self-lubricating?
spit or something.
Spit.
Sometimes.
Boy, you're wilder than I thought. I thought you were uptight because I thought that you were always like non-orgasmic.
I definitely went through a time where I couldn't orgasm, except I think I told you the story when I was experimenting with the girls in Florida. I had 2 girls that I slept with in Florida.
Yeah.
And then it was easy. Those were the first time that I had orgasms.
That's when
with
you were a
girls.
weather girl in Florida?
And there was a girl that I used to work with. She was a former model who lived in Canada, and I worked with her up there. She came to visit me in Miami. And Miami's it was like the early 90s when Madonna had just moved in. And it was like this sexy, and the nightclubs were opening every 5 minutes. And you go to dinner at 10 o'clock and you dance till 3 a.m. And it was just debauchery. And it was so much fun. And I was 24. And so we ended up sleeping together, and it was amazing.
Well, how did that happen? You went out to party together?
We went out to party, and we went
the two of you are quite beautiful, so they probably created a lot of
She was a German model that got into TV afterwards.
Did you guys dance with each other at the club?
Dance. We made out. Like, nobody cared in Miami. We were making out. There were people.
I mean, but they would probably say, hey, there's the local weather girl making out
they
with...
They could care less.
They didn't care
so many
Miami.
gay clubs and stuff. And then we would go... I took her to a strip joint, this Solid Gold that we used to go to. And the girls were really hot. And so I got back home, and she ended up seducing me. Then I told...
How did she seduce you?
It was just sort of like we were buzzed and it happened. That wasn't the best girl story, but the better one was when I went back to work and I told this co-anchor that I worked with. She was this hot Hispanic, and I told her, she goes, oh, I liked your girlfriend, the German from Canada. And I said, yeah, apparently I liked her a little too much too, because we ended up sleeping together. She's like, tell me all about it. So I tell her about it, thinking I'm telling a friend. She, in her mind, starts setting a scenario, takes me out to dinner a week later, totally seduces me, like the candles, like a guy would do.
She took you out to dinner in a restaurant.
Yeah. We made out in the bathroom. Like, I went to the bathroom, and then I came out, and she was standing there, and she just grabbed me and pinned me against the wall and started kissing me.
Oh, that must have been so incredibly hot.
It was awesome.
She was probably like hot like you.
She's this beautiful Latin girl, and so she was wearing a jumpsuit, and I just remember unzipping it, and we went to
Where?
town.
At your house?
Bathroom.
In the bathroom, you got it on with her?
Yeah, in Miami.
So she pushed you against the wall, kissed you.
Yeah, and
then you just unzipped her standing there at the restaurant.
Yeah, she was wearing the sexy black jumpsuit. I unzipped
What was
it.
under the jumpsuit?
Nothing.
Zero.
And then we went back we were like, let's get out of here. And we were all over each other in the car. We got back home. And then we had the greatest night.
What'd you do?
Everything.
She went down on you.
Oh, please.
And you went down on her?
Yeah. Oh, my God. We did it. Because I was
your finger in her
25
ass?
now. That's a good question. I don't think I went that far.
Why wouldn't you go there again? Why only one time?
Well, twice, actually.
With her?
Yeah. And then, so I was 24.
Did you start to think you were gay?
No, I always knew I loved men. Like, I knew in the back of my mind, this is fun, but this is definitely not permanent. And then I didn't make out with a girl again until Jenna Jameson, like 4 years ago.
And it was full on making out.
With Jenna?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
but I knew
shocked.
I wasn't going to sleep with Jenna because it scared me. I was like, oh, my God.
Germophobic, porno star, this kind of thing.
The whole thing, you know?
Maybe you got to bring a girl into the relationship with Grant. Maybe spice it up a little bit.
Our sex life is fine.
The sex
That's the
life's
last
okay.
thing we need. Yeah,
right.
we're
It's
fine.
just the annoying arguing and stuff.
No, it's that stuff that gets in the way. But then the makeup sex is like
How
good,
often are you having sex with your husband? Honestly.
A lot.
Really?
A lot.
Every night of the week?
Dude, we have sex a lot.
Well, all right. That's
even
good.
when we're pissy. Because I'm one of those girls that even if I'm mad, I can still fuck you. Like,
Right.
he and I are definitely
even though you
like
can't,
that.
even though you can't stand him that night, you
Yeah.
can fuck him.
Sometimes it makes it better.
Wow. Wow.
Now, do you sometimes think, Howard, that maybe you're not willing to have these extremes of emotion
Yes.
go
I know
on?
that.
And
that's a great
I don't
point.
fight with
Yeah.
Beth, and Beth doesn't fight with me.
But wait a minute.
We
I
live
never
very harmoniously.
Howard, my first husband, we lived 7 years together. We never had one fight until I served him divorce papers. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. I don't feel a lot of highs or lows. I just feel a lot of nothing.
I feel a lot of highs with her.
Yeah, well, you guys are complete
doing good.
newlyweds.
We're doing
She's
well.
an angel too.
She is.
You got yourself an angel, and
She's a good girl.
And she wants to please you, and I want to please my husband. The difference is, like, I'm no different than Beth. The only difference is, and this is where it comes that stuff that you're talking about. I think women and men fundamentally. Men want to go and hunt and gather, and women, but now I'm in the role of doing the hunting and gather. But then I come home and I still want to please. So it's like this weird, and we're the ones that get pregnant and give birth and all this. And so I think there's been.
You feel like you're doing everything.
Sometimes women do, but my husband is with the baby. I mean, I have no guilt. He's with her right now.
No, he's a
he's
good
an
guy.
amazing father.
Rick, last question for Jillian Barberie, who's on House Husbands of Hollywood, premiering August 15th at 9 p.m. on the Fox Reality Channel. She's telling you it all. She's so honest in this TV show. The TV show is great because of Jillian and her husband.
Well, thank
the
you.
other couples, they might as well just cut down and cut out of the show.
That's not true.
They're complete fucking bores. Period. End of sentence. But I will tell you.
Do you think it's because you know Jillian and Grant?
No, because the editors know it too. Because because the show is 87% Jillian and her husband.
But I will tell you that
It's you two.
I told them I would not go back for another season because it was exhausting for me.
Well, whatever it is, they should pay you a bunch of dough and get rid of those other couples and just keep the camera on you guys.
I do like the Lisa Billy storylines. He's a former Dodger, and she's a makeup. They've got a great storyline. Oh, please. They're not. No.
I don't care about them. I care about you. Lisa's here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those are your Yenta friends. You get to meet Jillian's Yenta friends. They might as well call it the Jillian Barbary Show with her friends.
This might be a hot chick who did my makeup once at Fox.
Yes, it is.
It is?
It is. She works with Joe Buck, and she's beautiful.
The show is called House Husbands of Hollywood. It premieres August 15th at 9 p.m. on the Fox Reality Channel. You want me to say hi to your friend? Would that make your day or not? Would you rather just have all the attention on you?
Oh, no. Are you kidding? I don't care. Bring her in.
I'm dying to see her. This was like 12 years ago. A smoking hot chick did my makeup for some Fox thing I did for Mad TV. And she said she was married to a Dodger.
That's her.
Well, she could come say hello. And then I want to let the audience have a couple more questions with you, Jillian, and I'll let you out of here. What else are you doing while you're here in
what, show-wise?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Just the Hannity show.
Hannity and, it's not Hannity and Combs.
It's just Hannity, so they need me on there to kind of
Yeah, I recognize her from the TV show. How you doing, baby?
That's her.
You're the one with the skincare line? You're trying to launch a skincare line? Yeah, I saw that. You're a nice girl.
How are you? Good, how are you?
Good. How are you, honey? So you excited to be on TV?
No.
Yeah, she could care less.
Lying.
No.
She's the opposite.
You love it.
I like being on the other side of the camera.
And you, too. You married a guy. You got to support him, right?
Yeah, but it was a little different. Billy played baseball, and he did very well at first, and we just have...
He was a good player. He played left field, right?
God, Artie would know.
So he made a bunch of dough, right? Your husband? Yeah.
Yes.
And so he, in other words, he is a breadwinner in a sense.
He was.
He was.
Yes.
And now you're winning the bread. Okay.
Yes.
All right, I got it. Well, listen, congratulations on the show.
Lisa would love to ride the Sibian, by the way.
Get on. Hop on, baby.
Howard, could you
We'd love to see you.
imagine? Could you imagine me back in '96? It was some Fox event. We had to do promos, so they had to get a makeup person. And I'm coked up and 27 and geeky looking. And she comes in to do my makeup, and I start trying to hit on her like a jackass.
You didn't go for Artie? You didn't want him at all?
Well,
Artie, by the way, I think it was Beer League. It was Artie weekend on Comedy Central, and they showed you it's so many movies, and how great you look great.
They did Dirty Work and Beer League. But,
Dirty Work, I love that movie.
But so I say, are you... Are you single? She says, no. I say, what's he do? He's on the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well.
Hard to compete with that.
And I knew who the guy was. He's a big guy.
Oh, my God.
Let's go to Rick in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. What do you want to say to Jillian Barbary on House Husbands of Hollywood?
Thanks, Howard. Jillian, I suspect that you and your husband are probably into spanking. Would you say you do it more for fun, for foreplay, or for occasional discipline?
Sounds like you almost like to be roughed up in bed, right?
Well, yes. There's no doubt about that, Howard. And I'm sure if Dr. Keith Abelo were here, he'd say the reason.
How hard does he hit you?
Not very hard. Sometimes I ask for it.
Sometimes you ask for it. You say, hit me? What is he when he's doing you from behind?
It's nasty. It's hair pulling and smacking. Lisa would hate. Oh my God, the stories I used to tell her. She'd go, oh no, I want to be romanced.
What are
love.
the reasons for it? What is it? I
don't know.
That gives you an orgasm. When
Sometimes she doesn't listen.
Yeah, I'm asking for it.
When you spank, does it give you an orgasm?
Well, the spanking action doesn't, but everything that goes along with it.
I see.
The whole scenario.
You like being humiliated? Did your father spank you?
Humiliated? I don't know about that.
Did your father used to spank you? Pull your pants down and spank you?
Oh, my father's a saint. My father, Big Jim, the man who raised me.
Do you ever call granddaddy? Do you ever say daddy spank me?
No, I have no daddy issues whatsoever. My father, the one who adopted me, is a saint.
You ever call him Artie?
Lisa. I'm not into the choking thing, though.
Lisa,
yeah, we are.
I want you to be honest.
She's a choking girl.
Oh, you like to be choked?
Well, the whole thing we're into. It's not like
What did you think of David Carradine? Did you know they found him in women's clothing?
No, they found him naked.
His body was not naked. He was wearing women's stockings, high heels, and a wig.
Are you fucking kidding? See, I know David and his family.
Yes, I know David
his wife.
Too. I didn't know them
so
like
what
that.
do you think? I know he had his demons and his issues, but I am.
I think he was into. I think he probably was into pretending he was a woman. And autoerotically asphyxiated himself because he wanted to be bound up. That was in the paper.
But why
today.
I thought the Thai police, there was a picture of him hanging in the closet with his hands bound and he was naked.
More information came out today in the Post. I don't know. That's what I saw.
Excuse me. The lingerie was on the bed.
Let me say one thing.
Bullshit. He was investigating gangs.
You don't think he had a Thai hooker there and something went really fucking wrong?
They said there's no evidence. There was one glass of wine. They checked forensically. There is no evidence that there was someone else in the room. This is what they're saying.
You don't think he was murdered?
I can't imagine there's some great conspiracy against David Carradine.
Yeah,
he seemed like a gentle soul. Lisa, I watched the show.
Yes.
And I want you to be honest. I know you're friends with Jillian, but if you can be honest, be honest with us. I believe her marriage is doomed.
Did you hear him?
I would suspect after that, where you had that dinner party scenario, I think you went home with your husband and said, I think Jillian and Grant are in big trouble. Why don't you be honest?
We knew that night that we saw it happening, so we wanted to get out of there really fast.
They did. They went and had cocktails at a bar.
Yeah.
Do you know, I had a, I don't want to say who they are, but I have known couples. They're called the arguing couple. And yeah, there are couples who have no shame.
Everybody has like a group of friends, and there's one couple that always argues.
All right, it was me and Dana.
I got to tell you something. There are couples, and I've gone to dinner with them, where they get together and they fight viciously in front of other couples, and they think, I don't know what they're thinking. And this is you, Jillian, and,
but we've
your
never
husband.
done that. This is the only time you saw us fight like that, right, Lisa?
I'm going to tell you something, Lisa.
But but you guys are comfortable doing it, where it makes I'm uncomfortable with it. Yeah. My husband and I don't do that. We don't fight like that.
Yeah. Lisa, I noticed that your husband even said, "Gee, what was that?" They had people to their home, and they sat there and fight, and like, what are they looking for? And what, and, you know, it's clearly there's a huge disturbance in the relationship.
And the people around them really don't know what to do.
And
right?
Jillian, you know what? Wait till people go home and then fight with your husband. You're fighting with your husband in front of other people. You're the fighting couple. Do you want to be that couple?
Well, we were that night. I mean, we were also, you know.
Do you want to be the fighting couple?
Well, of course we don't, but we're working through our stuff. See, I used to point at him all the time and say, look, you're controlling, control. But then I looked at the show and I went, oh my God, I'm the obsessive, crazy fucking woman running around going, look at his control issues, everybody. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
It's like, I got to look in the mirror, too.
Well, you both need help. Ralph, go ahead.
Maybe this is going to help.
You should have banged Jillian. I think it was like one of the first times we went to L.A., maybe the Mark and Brian.
Oh, my God. Yes,
it was like in front of the...
I know what it was. It was for private parts.
Whatever.
Yeah, but I was married at the time.
For the,
I know you were married, but she was so and she was like 20 years old.
I know you were married.
Right outside the Four Seasons.
Yes, that's where I met Ralph. And
listen, I would have loved to have banged Jillian, and all it was our timing was off, Jillian, because like I met Beth, and when I met Beth, and you were single, and then you were with someone. But I would have
never expressed interest.
Oh, no, I was totally interested.
Jillian, you should just Beth will give you a pass.
No, oh my gosh.
I would have.
I love Beth.
I would have like said to you, come to my apartment and let's do it. Let's have some fun for a night.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. And that's the way I should have done it, but didn't work out timing-wise. That's all.
But
for
see,
us.
you would never want a woman like me. You want a woman. You would never. I mean, I'm
wrong.
No, I'm absolutely right.
Why wouldn't
I'm too vocal. I work. I talk. I'm fucking. You
What's
don't
wrong
care
with
about
talking?
You don't like that. You don't like that. You want. You like Beth talks.
She's way too chatty.
I'm way too chatty.
Nothing wrong with a little talking.
But she's not easygoing.
I'm not talking about marrying
I'm easygoing, but the problem is...
I'm not talking about marrying you. I'm talking about
sex.
fucking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but I'm saying a lot of men that are powerful like you end up with women that are there for them. They don't want a woman who's a high-powered attorney who's never going to be home. They want a wonderful woman at home.
I like the idea.
Yeah.
Of a high-powered woman.
Yeah, but the reality of it...
Every time you turn around, you're complaining that Beth's not there if she's doing something.
Exactly,
I said I like the idea of it. That's all. All right, listen.
Although you and I do have the same hours, it would be great. But
I'm a little turned on that you're not wearing underwear. I like that.
I never do.
I can't believe she won't hop on that Sybian for a second or two.
Get on there. What's the matter with you?
You're a huge fan of the show.
I am a huge fan of the show.
People are clamoring for this. You know it'd be great for
You were in
show.
Playboy, weren't you?
No, they offered for... You know what's so funny? I used to look at people and go, oh, there's no way. Pamela Anderson said, you've got to do Playboy. What are you thinking? Don't be a moron. Do
I'm
Playboy.
looking at the boobs. They look amazing
And
today.
I said no for 4 years, and then they stopped asking.
How's your ass holding up?
Everything's fine. It's great.
Uh-huh.
Well, I was upset. I hated...
Do they airbrush those bikini
They're
pictures
not
of you?
allowed. Are you kidding? Because that's false
Nutrisystem?
advertisement. So legally, they can't do anything. But you know what? I was a bad fat person. And I just decided that I didn't want to have that extra weight on me. As soon as I had the baby, I was breastfeeding, and I just decided this is just not comfortable.
What's
Billy
your best
trained
feature?
me. Her husband.
What's your best feature?
Would you say my boobs?
Have you seen her boobs?
Oh, please.
Do
This
they look
morning.
good?
Tan them.
You tanned them. You rub them?
Whatever needs to be done.
Ah.
Jillian's got nice nipples, too.
I do.
How do you know, Ralph?
Yeah, how do you know, Ralph?
I've heard.
Girls talk, Robin.
Ralph, did we have fun that night? It was so much fun.
I did. I heard Robin didn't, but I...
Listen, you know what I heard Robin say on the radio? Oh, I don't know. I went home at midnight. That's interesting. I got pictures of Robin at 2 a.m. fucking dancing in the window of the Four Seasons. I'm like,
what, were you outside the window? You were sleeping.
Well, that's true. I did pass out, but I rallied again, Robin. I rallied.
I must tell you, I'd love to reminisce. But,
I'm sorry. That's right. He wasn't there.
Now, let me tell you something. I do recommend, I give the show a big thumbs up to you and your husband.
Wow, that's huge. Thank you.
Lisa, it's a hit show for me. See Jillian Barbary on House Husbands of Hollywood. It's huge.
Huge.
Premiering August 15th at 9 p.m. on the Fox Reality Channel.
Thank you, Howard.
And I'm proud of you. You're doing well.
You.
I love you, too.
I love you.
Very, very much.
And can I say
more than you'll know?
There's a big writer right now. He's got a show out on Anthony Kiedis, who's your #1 fan, and Mike Benson would kill
Red
me
Hot
if I
Chili
didn't.
Peppers, Anthony Kiedis, yes.
Yeah. Anyway, Mike Benson is his name, and he writes on that show, and he loves you, and I wanted to say hi on the show for him.
Any other shout-outs?
No, that's it. Sorry, I already fell asleep.
Did you fall asleep during the shout-outs?
I'm done.
What else do you and your husband talk about?
And by the way, before you leave, let Artie check your breasts to see if they're real.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to check your vagina for hair.
Just wear some rubber gloves. That's
I'll be
all I
right
ask.
over there.
And carry a gun.
Good luck with the show, and we'll be back right after these words.
Jillian.
Hi.
Very candid in there.
Well, what else can I be? I don't have a choice. I have verbal diarrhea. It's like, bleh! It just comes out of me.
You're normally that revealing for everyone as far as like your sexuality and preferences.
Nobody asks anything, so of course when Howard asks, I'm going to be honest.
Right. And he doesn't seem to trust that your marriage is healthy and steady.
I don't want him to worry. We're fine.
Everything is fine.
Yes.
And the other question, the boobs, they're real.
Yeah. Right? Because they move a lot. They do. They have a life of their own.
What's your favorite part about doing Howard's show, being such a huge fan of his?
Oh, my God. It's the best. And I haven't been here in years, so for me, it's just like seeing family. And I have to rein myself in because I have listened for 17, almost 18 years. And it's like you have to... I can go off on tangents, and then I'd be there for 20 minutes. You know what I mean?
You're overwhelmed a lot.
I get I'm like, oh, and then I want to talk about this with Artie, and with Robin, and, you know... You just got to calm down.
And he briefly touched on your love for Fred Norris.
I do love Fred.
What is it about?
He's kind of quiet, but then when he drops in the funny lines, he's always kind of subtle about it. And I love that about him.
A very smart humor from Fred.
He's genius too. I mean, nobody can fuck with Fred. You can't win Fred's money. You can't. Don't even try. So I think that there's that aspect. He's really sexy because he's so smart.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by, Jillian. It was good to see you.
Love you guys. Sal, Richard, hey, what's up?
Very nice
it's so
to
great
meet
to meet you.
you.
I'm a big fan.
Good to see you again.
Richard, you shaved your head. It looks good.
I did. Thank
what's
you.
Up, Chrome Dome?
Yeah,
Better
it's my nice summer look. Yeah.
For the phone call, so that you can be like.
It slides right off my ear.
You guys rock.
Oh, thank you.
You're so fucking brilliant. I love your calls. I just did like my favorite moments, and a lot of them were you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
I mean, the scooter being shot at, and then the Casey countdown to top 10 Chinese restaurant. King.
Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah.
JG.
Sorry.
What is this? Wait, what is this? A tour? What is this?
It's a tour.
Like on camera? Are they following you around?
It's behind the scenes.
They're your people, dude. I don't know. Don't yell at me.
With David Height following you around too, and Doug and everybody.
Everybody.
Wow,
I got a posse, dude.
Obviously.
Yeah. I thought you'd be more excited to see me after the wedding. You just don't want to get slapped again.
No, that
Okay.
that too.
So this is your cubby hole.
Yes.
All right.
It's a little messy right now, but
It's not bad. It's okay. I have a little more privacy, but that's all right.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, we had Artie in, and we started having a discussion about how Dan, the Song-Parody Man, hasn't paid him back the $6,500 that he's owed him for like 2 years. And then Ralph called in, and Ralph was all about like, man, just let it roll up your back. What are you getting so upset about? I don't think Ralph was getting it. You know, I know that if somebody owed Ralph $6,500, he'd be really pissed. But anyway, there's a lot of discussion going on. Here's how it all went.
Ralph Sorella, you're on the wrap-up show.
Artie, I don't understand why. I mean, I can understand you're upset with Dan. Just like I understand that you're upset, but you keep lending money out expecting a different result from various people. So you should really be putting this money out there without the expectation of getting it back.
Well, hold on a second, Ralph. Hold on. Artie.
But can I finish?
Hold on, but have you lent money to other people
I don't
and
lend
gotten it
money.
back?
I
Oh, no,
don't-
I'm talking to Artie. Stop for a second.
Ralph, it's not about you for 3 seconds.
Artie, have you lent money to other people in the last 5 years and gotten it back?
About 85% of the people I've loaned money to have given it back to me. Right. Absolutely.
But do you think Dan doesn't want to pay this money back and he feels bad about it? You know,
No. That's not what I
mean-
said. That's not what I said. I think Dan does feel bad about it, but it's just a little aggravating when a guy seems to be relaxing on a weekday afternoon at a screening he's getting for free with one of the biggest stars in the world because he works for him, instead of maybe, I don't know, doing anything to scrape it up. It's just, I'm being honest with you, Ralph. It's
Right, but that doesn't. But one doesn't preclude the other. Just because he did a screening doesn't mean that he, should he just sit in his house and
Ralph, if it were your
not leave?
Ralph, if it were your money, hold on a second. If it were your money, that somebody owed you, you'd probably have a similar feeling.
That's not the point. But
no, but it is the point.
No,
it's a
not
big
the
point.
What I'm wondering is, why do you even let it get to you that you're letting this upset you? And it's how much is it, by the way?
$6,500.
Okay, it's not a drop in a bucket, but I mean, and I'm not counting your money or how you spend it.
I understand,
but I'm just saying, on a psychological level, why do you even let it get to you? Just, you know what? Fuck it. What am I going to do about it? It's
all right, Dr. Freud. Well, listen, I didn't grow up with a lot of money, Ralph, and I don't think you did either. You seem to come from a good family, a good mom. Your sister seems like a classy person. I grew up with no money, so I don't give a fuck how much money I make. $6,500 is still $6,500. That could be a necklace for my sister. It could be something I could do nice for someone I love or something. But I could give it to charity.
Yeah.
It's still a lot of money, Ralph.
Artie, you're rationalizing it. You don't have to.
I know, because he's forcing me to. Because he's asking a stupid question. I think.
I'm not. No, I'm just.
No, Ralph, you're asking a stupid question. You're being stupid.
I agree, Ralph.
You're being stupid. And listen, Ralph, listen to me.
Really
I agree with you that it's my fault for loaning money out a lot and expecting it back. But Gary's right. About 85% of the time, I have gotten it back. And Dan was a friend of mine, and I thought that might happen too. It was a mistake. I'm a human being. You're right. I shouldn't let it get to me, but it is right now. And I'm being honest about it on the radio. That's all I'm saying. You're entitled to your opinion. It came up today, and I said, you know what, Howard? I want to say something because it's something that's been on the air. I'm a little mad right now.
And I'm not attacking you, and I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying maybe there's another way to look at it. Like, you know what? Let me just let this go.
But Ralph, you're
a better human being than I am, Ralph, because it's hard to let it go, brother.
And Ralph, I don't think you're being completely honest. You're being a little hypocritical because a lot of times you'll call here and you'll say, listen, the great thing about Howard is no matter how much money he has, he still values money.
Sure.
You'll say that all the time.
Right.
So why should Artie not value the money he's owed?
You're missing the point of it. Maybe I'm just not making it clear. I'm not saying that $6,500 is nothing. That's a shitload of money to anybody, I think. To Bill Gates, I think $6,500 is a lot.
And it should be, because
it
could feed 18 kids tonight steak dinners.
Right,
you know?
but this guy Dan is like he's not a jerk off, I don't think, and
neither do I.
And he's obviously having trouble paying it back, and you're getting upset with yourself and him, and it's like you don't need to, that 65. You're not getting kicked out of your house,
Ralph. You're not getting it, man. You're not getting it. It doesn't matter if I'm getting kicked out of my house, man. You're not getting it.
You're saying you're not counting Artie's money, but you just counted it.
Yeah, Ralph. The fact that he's not getting kicked, it's completely irrelevant.
It's just money.
No,
it's just money.
But it's not just the value of money. It's a friend treating you kind of shitty.
You're right. There's more to it than just the money aspect of it. It's somebody you trusted. Who, and I think again,
I think if Dan could pay the money back,
if
Dan could pay the money back, he would.
He would. I'm agreeing with you, Ralph, but he's not making an effort to get it, so something's wrong here.
I mean, what if Dan could do a million things? He could say to Artie, "Look, I need a way to earn the money."
I mean, it's just like maybe
Ralph, you don't know the situation.
You're trying to make me feel guilty right now. I know he has a daughter. That's why I loaned him the money.
No,
and if he came to me and said, "Oh, I can either give you the $6,500 or feed my kid for 10 days," I said I don't want it. But he's not doing that. He's not communicating with me.
Right. See,
so instead of like calling him or something like that, you're gonna deal with it on the air.
You want me to? No, he dealt with it on the air, Ralph. He made this up. And Howard harps on it because it's funny and interesting. Every time he sees Dan at a screening, Howard makes a joke about it. So get on Howard for talking about it on the air.
But didn't you bring it up today and say I'm upset with Dan?
No, Dan came up, and I thought, and I am, and because it's been brought up on the air, I brought it up.
All right.
Ralph, only you could make Artie feel like the villain in this.
I'm not. You're twisting it.
But you're saying just forget it. I'm sure he'd pay it back if he could. But there's more to it than just actual money as well. And Benji started to touch on that a little bit.
No,
hold on. Let me finish now. Hold on. Let me
you're
finish.
Trying to make me the villain for saying, "Hey, look at it."
So you are the villain because you're talking like a jerk off right
I want to make my point, and I have the luck of not having to listen to Ralph while I want to make the point. It's not only dollars and cents you're dealing with here. Benji sort of touched upon it. It's a friendship. It's a person that you trusted that said they were going to do something that they didn't, and it's a lack of communication. And I think that's Artie's biggest issue. In other words, if I were in the same position and somebody came to me and said, listen, man, I know I owe you that money. Times have been rough. I lost my job. Just a little communication. But Artie doesn't get any communication. He just goes to a screening and sees a guy sitting there, and then your mind just makes up the rest.
Look, Dan used to call me a few times a day. You know what I mean? And this goes back to the Chaz Palminteri Bronx Tale thing. He says that jerk-off's out of your life for $20. He owes you $20, but he's going to avoid you forever. It's different with me and Dan because I do want to see the kid. I like the kid. I hope his daughter's fine. So tell me, look, Art, I just can't. Every once in a while, call me up and say, I ain't got it, man. I'm sorry, brother. And everything's fine.
And I know he's embarrassed. I'm sure it's one of the reasons he's probably embarrassed. But still, those are the parts of life where you got to man up and bite the bullet.
Right.
Well, you're absolutely right about that. I mean, he should be communicating or saying something or letting you know. Or I don't disagree with that. All I was just trying to say, and like I said, I'm not sure I'm making clear. It's just like you're letting it really get to you, and you're upsetting yourself. Like you're making yourself miserable over it.
Right.
Maybe I'm overstating it, but you know what I mean. Like I would be like, well, fuck it.
Well,
I'm gonna get my. You got enough to worry about.
Ralph, you're right, but you know what? It doesn't consume me 24 hours a day. Today at 6:02 when we started, it got to me, and I brought it up. And I would never have brought that up on the air if Dan didn't, and Howard didn't keep bringing it up. And that's it. I'm classier than to loan people money and then to bring it up on the air. He brought it up. He brought it up. And, this other guy who owes me the money, who I won't talk about because I would never do that, he's not a friend of mine. I don't know him.
I still don't know why you lent that guy money.
Because he told me he was going to get killed by a loan shark or something, and he was going to get evicted from his house. And look, people know I'm a soft touch. I gave the guy $4,000, and you know what? He's not a friend of mine, and I don't care if I ever see him again. But Dan is, and I do care. That's the problem.
See, that's the problem too. It's like people know that you give out money, and it's like
I know, but and look, but
the Bank of Hoboken.
To my family, exactly.
What do they call you?
The Bank of Hoboken. That was very funny. But to my family's credit, no one in my family has ever asked me for money. I got cousins who work their ass off climbing roofs, carpenters. I come from a classy family, thank God. It's no one in my family. They're happy for me, and I love seeing them. But I got a couple. Look, I went to a high school, had a few dirtbags in it, and people.
And they seem to find her.
People are lingering around. Why do you think I'm not on Facebook?
Hey, have you been able to say no to anyone?
You'd be bankrupt if you were on Facebook.
That's a good question. Have you said no to anyone?
Like, what's the best story you said no to?
From the guy who couldn't say no to Scott the engineer.
Oh, right.
Like from a high school
That's
friend.
true, right?
You know what, Benji? I don't think I've ever said no to someone who's asked me to loan them money. And because no one's ever asked me to loan them $1 million, but people have always asked me to loan them money that's affordable to me. Technically, with Dan, I did because Dan wanted $15,000. I gave him $7,500, and then he came back and said, "Forget about it."
Can I tell you something? This is really terrible. We were going to do sort of a practical joke hidden camera. It came up on the air. I came up in one of the meetings one time. You were lending people money, and we were like, Artie's such a soft touch. He's such a good guy. We were going to do a hidden camera.
Yeah.
Where I was, but this I felt so bad about.
Where I was going to come out to George Takei and he was going to ask me for money.
No. where I was going to go in and see like maybe tell you like one of my kids was sick and see how much I could get out of you. And I said that's just a terrible thing. Like, could I? But you would have given me money. And
let me tell you something. If you told me one of your kids was sick, I would have given you $400,000.
I know that. I know, and that's what we sort of know that there was no.
That would have been. And who,
I couldn't do that with my
kids.
There's
no God, but God forbid. I have to say that like my grandmother. Your kid. Hopefully, your kid doesn't get.
Well, the other thing is,
if I was coming to Artie for money, I would think like, all right, what's the number that would, he would pay, but it wouldn't be ridiculous. Like Dan overreached with 15.
It's like Deal or No Deal.
And Ralph makes a good living, but I'm sure that, and to Ralph's credit, he's never asked me for any money. You know what I mean? It's like
I've never borrow money from anybody.
Right. I mean, and that's the thing about Ralph. Like, he does have that principle about him because he was raised right, I think. But and I think Dan was raised right, too, but he was just desperate. It was his kid, and I'm not trying to fuck with him. But I said something today spontaneously, and maybe I shouldn't have, but it was on the air already.
It's more like Price is Right. Like, how high do you bid? At what point do you turn Artie off?
That would be the gag to pull on you.
Will Artie lend this woman from Ohio with the gout $25,000? I'm going to say lower.
Higher.
Hey, what's up? This is Will, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, we talked about the great game Bang My Dad, where Matt, a very lucky father, won a great date with a mother-daughter porn team from the Bunny Ranch. This guy is a lucky dude. Check it out.
We should get to the big contest, and that was Bang Your Dad, where daughters came in and pitched their fathers to win a date with the Bunny Ranch mother-daughter team of Ellie and Desi. And was it awkward in there? I mean, or
well, I wasn't in there. We